Where we last left off, hold on, wait. Where we last left off, our group of intrepid adventurers had just finished up their business over in the the city of Achenaeus, a city of sin, gambling, whores, tourism, basically capitalism as a city. They managed to do their own business there. They took down a crooked casino owner. And then we're going to proceed on to retrieving the fiance or ex-fiance of one Rosalind. Was it Rosalind?
Name.
Yeah, it's a very long name. God damn it! Do you want me? Are you going to make me look it up?
Oh, you mean Rosalind Ophelia Charmaine Talbot Lindenbrook? It's my own character. I know the name.
Bro Lindenbrook. And they did, but in a different way than most people expected. No sarcasm from Barrett, no biting wit, no acerbic attitude. Simply a man who looked, by all means, to be horribly broken. After some conversations and a little bit of prying, the team then figured out that it looks like Mr. Barrett was affected by some kind of a mind-altering spell, which made him write the letter that broke Rose's heart and caused her to run away from her family. Mercy then decided to look into where Portia Lindenbrook, Rose's mother, was. And upon doing so, Mercy found that Portia Lindenbrook and Rose's father were following close behind a man in a yellow cloak, who then revealed himself to be none other than Mr. Lacroix, the cleric who has been a thorn in the side of Fortune's Blade for well over 50 episodes now.
Yeah.
You also noticed that Mr. Lacroix and the rest of the Lindenbrook clan appeared to be in Barca, one of the cities in Pucricia, namely the one to the far north where Mercy's father is. And then Mercy's father sent her a message. And we pick up now with all of you guys dealing with what the fuck is going on.
Hold on. That's a sending spell?
Yes, you can reply.
Mercy's gonna say, "What did I do? What the fuck are you doing to attract the attention of a disciple of the King in Yellow?" And that is 22 words. I counted.
I like that you planned it out for me.
The week.
So you guys have seen Mercy turn pale, say that out loud, and you don't know what that was in reference to.
Mercy?
Waiting to see if he replies to me.
Ooh,
You do not get a reply.
I see. Good start.
Fucking
Who?
He's been able to get a hold of me all this. Who the fuck do you think? Sorry. So, bastard bubble man. Look, in Barca, aka the Oasis City, where the Gregor Hines cult is.
Weren't you checking in on?
Yeah, well, your mom's with the King in Yellow's little friend, LaCroix, along with your dad. But your dad seems less willing to be there than your mom. But from what I understand, that's not uncommon.
You know, birds of a fucking feather.
On top of that, dear old dad decided to say, "What the fuck did I do?" to his city. LaCroix, I think, put the giant symbol on the clock tower because there was a lot of panic. Weirdly, your parents weren't affected, Ro. They must have been, like, avoided. Although your mom did see the eye, so that freaked her out.
Good. Small victories. Small victories.
However, can't look on that whole place again. Looks to be bad, though.
not to be the voice of reason, because ew, but I don't think we can just, like, storm over there. As much as I feel like some of us may want to just storm over there and take out some rage against whether it be parental figures or little bitch boys.
Some of them being the same thing.
Bitch boy.
Little bitch boys. We shouldn't just rush over to Pucricia. We should probably do something to prepare to do that.
Thought. Yeah, no, that's
me.
Thought. That's true. Rose correct.
I already
I know
was
I am.
working on putting plans in motion to help gather force to take it north when we went to Pucricia. That's why I like being friendly with people, because I'm gonna call in favors, hopefully. And also, we just got 20,000 gold each. I was gonna call my godfather and have him hire a bunch of mercenaries to go north.
It also, if Lacroix is there, then it probably involves the fear artifact, and we can probably call the others to help us retrieve it.
Into
I'll
that.
have to move quickly.
I have a thought, and it's a weird thought, and it feels like I'm sending
Rose is
myself.
bad.
I'm right here. You can just talk to me. You don't
No,
have to.
Although she did call you weird. That's not
I
bad.
know. A little rude. You have ears, but you know, go ahead.
No, it's not. No, that's not what I meant. Well, that is funny. And it feels a bit centering myself, but I also have parents who
Are a little
very-
evil.
are yeah, a little bit evil and very into getting.
You want to scry on them?
Yes. I'm not sure. I can't. I mean, I can, but I actually think we should head back to Srecane first for the night. I can do that. Get us there, because I think we need to talk to Avvarro.
What do we do with Crybaby?
He can come with us.
In the boat. We need to come back here eventually for the boat.
I can teleport us straight to where the boat is.
Okay.
That's not an issue.
Maddie, how did you get lucky and not get any parents that were shitty?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I think at some point there comes a point where we all have to realize, all of us with shitty parents, that is, you're gonna have to share, Maddie.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Your
share.
parents are all
I
our
think-
parents.
I think Finn needs to be all of our dads. I'm gonna be real.
I would finally have a
Maybe
dad.
Amelie if she doesn't kill me one day.
Wait, what?
Not that she would. I mean,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not that
why
she
is-
would.
Why is Amelie gonna kill you?
there isn't.
Here's
Shut up,
here's my thing. I think we should head to Srecane, because we can go to Srecane and talk to Avvarro in the morning, and then I can get us to Warridge so we can get Barrett where he needs to be, so we can fulfill that end, and I can then teleport us back to where the boat is.
Oh shit, are we allowed back at the bar?
we-
Yes, yes, we are. Roth is gone. I asked Avvarro.
Do you think
So
it's
we can-
because we killed
Yes.
hmm,
You win
Yes.
What
some,
do
you
you
lose
think,
some.
guys? What do you think?
Nah.
Why do you think Rudy's just like, yes? Absolutely, it's because we killed McAllen.
Maddie, you got me, Ro, and Gale, and you allowed back at the bar. Good job.
We're also not allowed to go to Vermune, but
There is no downside to this situation.
Oh, we're not allowed to go to Udi, I need you to listen to me carefully. When has ever being told we're not allowed to go somewhere stopped us?
Oh
Either-
no, what are we gonna have to do? Fight some people?
We only didn't go to the bar because we have respect for Avvarro, and also because I don't think any of us wanted to get into a fist fight with him.
Either way, we need to talk to him. I think his stance is, I think, untenable at this point.
Oh, you mean the fact that there's probably going to be a massive all-out war and he's just going to sit to the side and not do anything?
Yeah, I think that's
I
untenable.
don't think he
at
was
this point.
ever gonna not do anything.
No, he's not wanting to get involved in any place that he sees as being unstable, even a little bit. he doesn't want to play politics because he's scared. At this point, there's no choice. You play politics, or you're part of the problem.
To be fair, also though, to play Avvarro's advocate, he was in charge of a lot of people, and it's more or less he's not the one in danger. If shit hits the
Yeah.
fan, it's more them.
I think he was trying to keep fire off of, Srecane, which is full of civilians and such.
But at this point,
But I get what you're
doesn't
saying.
have a great army. But yeah, no, it's time for action. Probably.
I actually can do both scrying and teleportation circle. So, I think we should teleport back to home for now.
Hey,
I'm
crybaby.
going to
You
scry.
bear it. You want to
Crybaby. You got anyone here who's gonna like come for your head if you don't do something?
No, I don't think so.
Cool,
You
what
want to
can
go
I
home, buddy?
He doesn't really respond to that.
do? Your uncle
All right.
is the mayor of Wurge now, so that's fun for you.
Well,
He doesn't really respond to that. He's very much in his own place right now, especially because you did just, kind of pull forward a memory that was locked off from his brain. So the guy's kind of a mess.
we're not
Well,
very
come on,
emotionally
some of us-
supportive.
Some of us had to live all of our years of our lives thinking that something happened when it didn't. But it did, and we're over it, and I'm very mentally healthy about it now.
I mean, to be fair, you do have a
Of course
dragon's
you are,
phone number
yes.
now.
It's the same thing
Huh?
that's happening to him.
You do have a dragon friend now, which makes you instantly cooler.
Yeah, I didn't. I was cool before.
Were you?
Yes. Do you see me? I got this fucking sick ass.
You didn't get the gun until after we met Demos.
Okay, but I had a regular gun before then.
Yeah, but the gun you have now is cooler.
I mean, you're right, but I still had a... We have way more pressing issues than how cool I was before I befriended a dragon.
Rudy's already prepping the teleportation circle, so it'll take a minute. We're
But,
gonna go. She's making the executive choice that we're leaving.
That's,
Gotcha.
that's kind of what we were planning on anyways. Everyone else here okay?
Yeah.
I'd say we've only got
Yeah, go ahead, Jess.
3 evil sets of people right now that we know of, potentially 4 running around.
Who's the fourth?
Thor's and Rails.
Who's the third?
Rose parents.
Who's the second? No.
Boy.
I wasn't paying attention this entire game. Tell me all of them.
We got Malloris, we got LaQuai, we got Rose and Hills.
For
I mean,
I
despite the
think
fact they're not
evil.
despite the fact they're not magical, they have political power, and that's evil in
Yeah,
and of itself.
I follow it now. But like I was also grouping them with LaQuai. I was like, wait. But they're just
Hey,
Rose
bro.
parents.
Do you think LaCroix will make your mom into a monster?
You know, I really hope not. Not for like a savvy reason, but because I do want to look her in the eye when I kill her. Is
Do you think she'd be
Am
too
I the
vain
fifth?
to be? Are you
Hold
the
on.
fifth?
Hold on.
You the fifth?
Bro. I feel that because I want Malloris to look me in the face while I stab out his throat.
Okay. Here's where our roads diverge a little bit. I don't want to get that gross.
I do.
It's-
I want to
you
chop
know.
off his head.
I want my parents to be
Fair.
dust. Rudy's saying this from her. She's just like, I want my
Grim.
parents to be dust.
Wow.
Bonding.
For once, I'm glad my parents are already dead.
Also, right before
Lucky.
I finish off this spell, I'm going to cast right before I do the teleportation circle, I am going to cast sending at Danae and let him know that we are coming, so he is not. Even though
I love the idea of you doing it 0.2 seconds before we get there. Coming.
6
Hey,
seconds.
coming!
4.
No, hold on.
Coming.
No, I just realized. Avvarro we call in the middle of the night. Danae we just show up in his shop.
You just
and
show up at his
Oh,
house.
in his house.
Because it's not just that it's his store, it's a store with his home above it. So you
There
really
is-
are just showing up in his house.
Letting us know his teleportation circle
was
his
his own
mistake.
fault.
I say we show up in
Lie.
the middle of the night, knock on his door, and go, Danae, I throwed up.
I throw it up.
Throwed up.
I throw it up.
Give it a lot. It's fine.
Danae,
All right.
you do that to a parent. Danae is not our father. We do it to Finn.
Okay, Danae's grandpapa. Grandpapa.
Anything that anybody else needs to do before you guys go back to Srecane, or do you guys like? Is there any more scenes that you need to do here in Achenaeus, or sorry, Carnona, or are you cool with just going back to Srecane now?
We can always go somewhere else later. So I think we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to
Alright.
come back to Carnona anyway to get the boat to go to Ekes, so...
I feel like we should probably like let the crew know that we're like
We can use
we're not on
someone.
the continent anymore.
We'll be back in like a day or two.
Number one, the boat's technically in Echeneus, not in Granada.
Achenaeus and
It's
Carnona.
Ekes
are the
is
same
in
thing.
Carnona.
Oh, that's
Achenaeus
fair.
is in Carnona.
Okay,
Also,
okay.
Jolly, you were about to say something?
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was about to say, I was about to check
Okay.
to see if Maddie or Rudy had anything left. Nothing left in the city for the two of you?
I think Connor and I have discussed what. Yeah.
There was something else we discussed that yes, you can get a hold of, but you need materials.
Yeah,
Quick
that's
side
fine.
note. We just left the guy that we essentially shanghaied from his shop on our boat back in Achenaeus.
He'll get back there eventually.
Okay.
We're going to be gone from Ekes for like
for a day.
at max like 2 days, and they are already like on shore leave basically, and then we're gonna go to somewhere and then send the boat home probably.
Yeah, we might need to discuss after this what our next plan
Well,
is.
yeah, we'll see what happens next. But point being, at some point soon-ish, we'll send it back. It's fine.
Maybe we'll be lucky and LaCroix and Malorus will kill each other, and then we don't have to deal with them.
Yeah. Or we
Don't
just
think
deal
we'll
with
be
one
that.
of them, whoever's living.
Anna, I saw that look to the camera.
He's like, that's not happening.
What if they become conjoined and then
What
we
if
have
they-
to fight both of them at the
What
same
if they
time?
what
as
if they
one
perform the
guy?
fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z?
What if they become best
Ha!
friends?
What? Oh no! What if they become best friends?
What if they share friendship bracelets?
No, it's the Legion of Evil.
we're fucked, dude?
Okay, so it sounds like there is nothing else you guys need to do.
I know. We're just-
You guys quickly send off a message to Danae before casting teleport, to which you hear the response of, huh?
Hey, we're in your shop.
Here. Ta-da!
Hi!
And then you will very swiftly appear back inside of Asagio's teleportation room, which is part of his little storefront area. It is late at night, judging by the fact that even a majority of the, like, most of the primary street lamps are still on, but, like, the ones that are, like, off near, like, residential roads, those are all put out. So, like, it's night. It's late at night. So, yeah. But you guys have reappeared inside of the teleportation circle in Asagio's room. Not in his room, in his home.
No, it's in his bedroom.
In his bedroom.
And Asagio kind of like shrugging on a bed robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a night robe. Just kind of like shrugging it on, makes his way into the teleportation room. His feet are like slapping on the floor. He's like, "Oh, okay. So, what has gone on? Why did you have to appear in my home this late at night?"
Do you want the honest answer, or do you just want us to let you be ignorant and bliss?
I would like at least some kind of an answer. It is a bit late.
Pucricia's going haywire, and we need to talk to our boss.
Ari.
Boats are
Honestly,
slow.
Right.
boats are very slow. We were in Granona. We were, even with our faster speed mode of travel, it would have taken us a whole 30 days to get back. This is much quicker, unfortunately. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's
If it were an
fine. I simply
emergency-
wish to understand why you were arriving this quickly at this time of night.
If
I
it weren't an emergency, we wouldn't have done this.
I spied on my, well, actually on her mom, and Pucricia and Barca is kind of, the fellow is a Rahine is kind of fucked for the moment. They might be fine tomorrow, but, you know, we'll find out.
Also, later on, we might have another person come in to join your little store. Super cool. I think you'll like him. It's gonna be a while though.
Yeah,
You know, lovely to hear that. I'll discuss the business matters tomorrow morning. I need to go back to bed. You
I'm
can
so sorry.
see yourself out. Make sure you lock the door behind you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Danae.
I'm
He
not.
just kind of
buying.
starts
I'm not
going
either.
back home.
Rudy! No.
Gave us this power.
Do you think people get tired of our bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the image of us trying to quietly get through the store and just knocking everything over.
Oh no, you have to remember, we have two people who aren't here right now that are usually with our group. Gail is trying to walk through the store silently.
Gail is a bull in a china
Sorry.
shop.
My mistake. Didn't know that was over here. Sorry about that.
That's
Really
actually
good.
not. That's not a bad Gail impression, actually.
It's because male registers tend to be very close to each other, especially when we do voices.
Don't worry, guys. Let me take a crack. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take a crack at this at all.
I don't even want to imagine trying to do that accent.
My thing is, I think I could do the accent, but I can't.
It's too deep.
Can't get your
can't.
voice down that low.
I'm
have to
assuming
do
we're
the-
gonna. I'm assuming we're gonna rush back to the estate.
Full sprint.
Uh,
Dead sprint.
Well, that's a 2-mile sprint. So.
At the end of it.
I mean,
Ah!
some
Rope
of us
passes
would be
out.
fine.
So yeah, you guys very well can just make your way back to the estate and kind of like rest for a bit because it is late at night and you can just go to sleep.
I would like to
Dragging
scry
Barrett along.
actually before I go to bed.
You want to scry?
Mhm.
Okay. While you start your scrying, anybody else have something they wish to do?
I do.
All right, what's up, bro?
To talk to Dave. Oh, actually, I need to also know, what did Sega do while we were gone? Just
That
in
is a
case.
good question. We've been gone for
Yeah.
like months.
Marissa and Sega have both been here alone with the animals.
For a month.
Hopefully Marissa tamed her some, but it's impossible to guess.
I'm just curious about what happened, so I don't know if she did anything recently. So yeah, what did Sega do lately?
So the kitchen definitely looks like it has been gone into. Dishes have been done. So someone has made the attempt to clean up. That's good. Very clearly, like, food in the larder is missing. But then again, so was food in, like, the cold storage and other spots like that. So whether someone just ate the ingredients on their own or actually cooked them, who knows? But they at least cleaned up. What you will note is that as you guys are all starting to make your way back up, like, towards your wing of the house, and Maddie, you'll of course have time to speak to Dea because you know your bedrooms are literally across the hall from each other.
Really are.
You guys would note that Sega is actually like sleeping like back leaned against the wall. The door on of Narissa's room.
I hope it's because they bonded and not because they hate each other.
This is when we find out she's just waiting for the opportunity to strike. Either whether that be relationship or killing, we'll find out later.
Sega is keeping her prisoner. She hasn't been allowed to leave.
I'll ask in the morning to make sure Narissa isn't dying.
So, what would you like to do to Sega? What was that you wanted to do?
Me?
I
Oh,
just wanted
Dea.
to check.
That's it.
No. To me. Yeah, you wanted to talk to Dea.
Sorry, name ended in AH, and my brain went, huh? Yeah. Huh?
No, I'm confused who you were talking to. I was like, wait. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna go talk to Dea about something.
Yeah, you can do so.
So Dea, remember that gift that Gale gave to Haru?
Yeah, the weird little charm bracelet.
Hmm. What did you see in that?
Well, what I assumed to be Aristil symbols, because they were antlered, and had a longbow on it, and that sounds like him.
So Aristil, basically.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anything else on it. It was just Aristil stuff, right?
Just Aristil.
Yeah, just Aristil.
So it was just Aristil?
Yes. What did you see?
Uh, two things. I'm not sure why, but I'm concerned about that. One I can distinctly remember. I think it was a symbol of Sarenrae, which I find that weird. I'm not really a worshipper for her, so I don't understand why I saw it. And then there was another one, but I couldn't distinct what it is.
Can you describe it?
Connor, was it just like very I don't know.
It
How
was
would you
just a splash
describe
of
the
colors,
image?
right?
Exactly? Yeah, it was like chaotic, I guess.
Yes. So basically, it was chaotic. Basically, a large mash of colors and the such. That's kind of like swirly. A mess of colors, more or less.
But it's bigger than Sarenrae symbol, or would it be practically the same?
Larger. It was larger.
It was larger than Sarenrae symbol. Oh my god!
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know the sizes were different.
Yeah. I did specify that actually.
I don't
I said
remember.
that the Sarenrae symbol was a small little symbol of Sarenrae, and then the other symbol was larger.
Ah.
Yeah. So the other symbol was a lot bigger than Sarenrae's, but I don't even know what the other symbol or the other image is. I'm not.
That doesn't seem. I imagine I wouldn't have any idea what that is.
Not really,
that's-
no.
I don't know.
I've never heard of something like that. I mean, I'm not like that familiar with gods, but that doesn't seem like a god symbol. Like usually they have very distinctive things.
Yeah, I don't worship any gods or have any contact with them.
Yeah, I mean, I can like I mean, you don't. I can understand Serenade maybe because like you visited her church a few times and you heal and Serenade heals. You've got kind of similar aesthetics, I think. But
I still don't understand why it would show up. I'm not a follower to any of them.
do you think your bloodline has something to do with it? Like your ancestors?
I don't know.
Because I thought Azada were Desna. Because Mercy was talking about them.
I wouldn't know, Dea. I don't even think my mom would know.
We could still talk to your mom, because I don't know how. I don't know if like children of Azada are like normal or if they had to like do something or I don't know why else anything would show up on a bracelet like that.
Well, that leads to another thing I was gonna mention. So remember the time I killed Thomas?
Yes, I remember it like it happened yesterday.
Look, I sorry.
I remember it like it was 5 days ago.
I remember it like it was a few days ago. Yes,
Look,
I remember
I-
it well.
Yes, okay, I can't describe it. For some reason, I saw something after I burned him alive. And that, I don't know, maybe those. I don't know if the visions are connected.
You got a vision when you killed that fucker?
Yes, I did. And a dream about it, too.
What was the vision? Is something trying to contact you?
I don't know. Well, it starts out with, like, a storm and a tsunami. And fires or something. But for some reason, even looking at the chaotic storm, it comforts me, I guess?
I am so far out of my wheelhouse.
I don't know!
I stab things for a living. Okay. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know, Dan! This is something I'm concerned about! What is it?
Yeah, and now I'm concerned too. Should we bring this up to the others? To the rest of the group?
Look, I know we have other business right now, but if this is gonna keep bothering me, I'm worried that if I don't find out what this is, who knows if it's, something bad is gonna happen.
Okay. Well, if you're okay with it, I think we should talk to the rest of Fortune's Blade and then maybe talk to people who might know more things, such as, Danae, Avvarro, Amelie, I don't know. Depending.
I don't know, man. I'm more confused as you are right now.
We can... If you dream about it again, try to... If there's anything, like, different from before, like, keep track of that, and then we can describe it to... Like, if it's, like, a vision of another place or a phenomenon, maybe someone knows what it is. And we'll go from there.
Right. Actually, there was that one stark difference in the dream than the vision. There was some kind of dull light.
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
I still puts out all day and I would stab thing and be gay.
I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it to the others eventually.
Yep, good night, I guess.
Yeah, good idea.
Do you need me to be nearby?
Huh?
Are you, like, scared of it?
Maybe?
Don't give me the look. I can... I don't know, I can... I mean, I'm across the hall from you anyway, but I could take up a post if you want.
Maybe one day. It's not like the nightmare thing like before, so... just whatever you want to do, that's fine.
And you will find she will move like some blankets into your room and like set up on the floor, like kind of like what Siga's doing against the wall. Like, I'm here now.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah. Okay, good night.
And she will sleep very lightly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, you guys all go to bed. Anybody else? Oh, right, the scrying.
I don't go to bed yet.
Yeah, you don't go to bed yet. So where are you doing the scrying, out of curiosity?
Probably do it out like in the like main room, I guess. Because I'm not doing it. I'm doing it with the spell slot. I have it prepared and I have a spell slot. So.
Got it. Okay. Let me double check, because I should still have their stat sheet somewhere.
Whatever. I'm scrying on. Aedic. I don't know how to pronounce her face. Aedic. I'm scrying on her, and she does have a -10 to whatever she rolls, because I have her hair.
Creepy. Okay.
I got it when we went to when we did the thing. She had hair on a brush.
Yeah, you're right. I trust me. I remember.
Okay.
So she has a -10, and it's a charisma saving throw for scrying. Wisdom saving throw. Boy, that helps her a lot.
I know it does.
That helps her a whole lot.
I know it does, but that -10 does not help her.
It does not. Actually, I think it might just make it basically flat.
It's a flat roll, yeah. So she has to roll at least an 18.
Yeah, she has to roll really well on a d20.
I mean, it's possible. So. I told you.
No way.
That's amazing.
That's fine.
Because literally, I was doing the math mentally. I was like, well, she's this level.
No,
and she has this much.
It's fine.
No, yeah, it's a flat.
She's immune for 24 hours. That's okay.
Okay.
Rudy's gonna get up when it doesn't work. Rudy's gonna get up and go to Mercy, and she's gonna be like, "When we get up tomorrow."
Will that work? If I do it like this time? Yeah, she doesn't say that. She's just weird. Sorry.
It's okay. She's gonna go to Mercy and she's gonna say, "When we get up in the morning, the first thing I need you to do is look in on."
Mercy is holding powder and just looks at you half asleep and goes, "Alright."
Okay.
And goes to sleep, powder in her arms, cuddled.
And
Rudy fucking kicking Mercy's door in the middle of the night. Hey, I need you to do shit for me when you wake up.
Shit.
Okay, Mom.
I mean, have you met Rudy? I mean, yes. That's exactly
what she said. I need you to do this shit for me. God damn.
That's kind of annoying. I kind of expected it because I have bad luck with that sort of thing, so.
I want to point out now there are 4 dogs on Mercy's bed.
Yes, there are 4 dogs in Mercy's bed.
And then Rudy's
Who needs a
gonna
party
go.
when you can have more dogs?
Then Rudy's gonna go back to bed and just not sleep very well, but sleep.
Okay. You guys go ahead and go to sleep.
Oh, I do have Arcane Tunnel set up. Good.
While you guys are going to sleep, a few of you are going to have some interesting dreams. I'm going to need a charisma saving throw from Mercy.
Why did I know that was coming? I also don't have my dice on me, so I'm going to have to roll on here.
That's fine. I'll let you do that, because in the meantime, Jolly,
Yes.
you have yet another comforting dream staring at the glorious sight that is this chaotic maelstrom of so many different elements, all blending and mixing together and creating an utterly destructive but amazing force. And you find yourself lost in that sight for quite some time. And in the back of your head, you swear you hear some kind of almost like a whispering, but without a voice.
Like, Is it just like a neutral tone? Like it's not
It feels
malicious?
comforting. It does not feel malicious in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. So now there's a voice now. Or a whisper, I guess. So okay, keeping note of that. Okay.
All right. And then you will wake up. Just like normal. Mercy.
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
I saw. You avoid the negative effects of this dream.
Great.
But as you dream, you find yourself in a dark starscape. But not your stars. You don't recognize the constellations. You cannot find Physet or anywhere on the sky. And the stars themselves are fading. The lights are blinking out. And one by one, these little winks of light in the sky will disappear. Until eventually you are there, floating in this pitch black void. And then you watch as two tremendous globes of dull red open up. And this mouth of sharp teeth opens from nothingness and just begins to try to swallow you whole as you hear a voice echo through your head. I found you.
All she's gonna answer back is,
Oh no, you don't get the chance to answer back in this. I'm so sorry. This is a nightmare.
yeah, I figured, but you know.
This is the nightmare version of like the dream version, the dream, but like
Yeah.
the nightmare.
Oh.
Version.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but you're close enough, Michelle.
Yeah, I figured.
But and then you will wake up. You, like I said, you've avoided the negative effects. No exhaustion, nothing else. You're good to go. But that is what you will wake up to.
She's clenching powder as she wakes up and goes, I fucking hate him. You're fine. I don't think I could hurt you if I wanted to.
Rudy will stumble into your room. Rudy at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning kicking the door in again.
Again, Rudy had really shit sleep last night.
Rudy had shit sleep? Rudy had shit sleep.
Rudy doesn't know that you had a dream.
I want you to
Wake up!
As Rudy comes in, you just see Mercy turn to glare. What?
Okay.
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
I'm sorry I'm coming in so early, but my mom, I couldn't scry.
Take the puppy.
He takes the puppy. He pets the puppy.
And Connor, she was asleep. She can't be wearing her armor in her sleep, you motherfucker. She's going to pull back what needs to be pulled back so she doesn't grip her nightshirt. I know you.
I mean, you can cast mending on a nightshirt.
And she will scry on, what's her face, Lady Rosenvale.
Adok. Yes.
It's better that I don't try to say it.
That's fair.
Come on, Adic.
Adok.
Adok.
Adok. Really, either way, it's kind of the same.
She's a dick, we get it.
A dick.
Yep.
She stretch. She stretch. Hey, baby, is your eye running? Hey, look at me.
We know what Jessica's worries are currently. It's the cat.
Yeah, because when I sorted through the clothes today, there was a lot of dust, and I had an allergy attack, so I have to worry about the cats too.
All right, charisma saving throw.
Okay, fine.
16.
No, it
Yeah,
has
I
to be a
figured.
17.
Okay. So you attempt to scry upon Countess, well, ex-Countess, Adok Rosenvale. And you feel your body be pulled away as your consciousness is cast outward and back over the seas, over towards Pucricia, where you find your mind is being cast further and further, closer and closer towards the city of Barca.
I know nobody can hear her when she talks in these states, but Mercy out loud to herself is gonna go, "For fuck's sake."
And as you are, did I say it wrong? I think I said it wrong. I think it might be Basus.
You
No.
said Bastus and Barca. I think it is Barca though.
I think it is Barca. I must have made a mistake the first time I
Bastus is
said
the
that.
southern
That's to the
city.
south. It is
That's-
Barca.
Yeah.
I
I
apologize.
was about to say, you got it right this week. Last week it confused me because I thought it
Yeah,
was
I said the wrong thing. You see that it is a site of Lady. Well, I keep wanting to put the little title to her, but she doesn't have the title. Ada,
I'm still calling her lady.
Countess. Yeah, you see your vision begin to close in on Adok as she is at what appears to be something like an amphitheater of some sort, and it looks like
It's a TED
something
talk for
went.
evil people.
What was that?
TED talk for evil people.
No. No. I do not think so.
Wait, come on.
You see that it looks like the amphitheater is completely tossed. Just absolutely wrecked. It looks like the chairs in the actual audience seat themselves have been knocked over, thrown aside. You see a spot where something caught fire. You see that on stage itself, the stage itself is a complete mess. And there's actually a spot on the stage where the natural wood flooring that was there twists and warps up into this peak. Like this little spire of planks of wood that is just twisted upwards. And
Oh, no, I would like to apologize.
the quiet with the steel chair!
I'm so sorry.
My God!
That got me. That really got me.
I try not to
It's
look
okay,
at
it's
chat
fair.
during serious scenes, but I saw the all
I-
caps.
I typed it and I immediately was looking over like who's gonna see it first. I was like,
My
I think this is really funny.
Word.
And you will see that on stage there are a few bodies, all of which are covered with like white sheets. In the audience, there are a few bodies, but you see that Adok kind of casts her sights behind the curtain themselves, where there is another body that's on a table that has a white sheet on top of it as well. But next to it are two figures. One is the pale, gray-skinned, imposing form of your father. And you see that he looks like he's gone without sleep. He looks like he's had a very bad night. And next to him is the form of a man who is wearing something like a set of pauldrons with like this collar that goes around his mouth itself, and it goes right up to his right past his nose. You cannot see his lower jaw. He looks vaguely familiar, but you are not entirely sure without seeing his lower face. And Adok begins to move their way over towards the body. And on the table is a somewhat portly-looking man with this kind of like grayish, blondish, like blonde hair that's starting to gray, kind of hair with this big bristly mustache. His hair's been kind of slicked to the side, and like kind of like the stereotypical like politician. I'm slicking my hair, waxing it kind of look. And you see that this man's face is just pulled open, and just this look of sheer terror, and his eyes are wide. His mouth is like to his chest open.
Absolutely disgusting. Continue.
Yes. And you see that your father is just like pursing his lips as tight as possible and just shaking his head. Furious. He looks completely fucking furious right now. Something which, as a cult leader, essentially, he doesn't display because it turns people away from him. And you do not hear anything from the three people, but you will see occasional movements where, like, hands are gesticulating and they're doing stuff like that, like they're talking, but you don't hear anything. And it'll go for the time limit of the observance, and then it'll end.
Rudy's just looking at you very expectantly.
Mercy's just gonna get up, walk out of the room, and go, "We need to talk at breakfast as a group."
Okay. And she'll just follow.
It's not good. None of it's good.
I mean, not surprising. That I expected.
However, might slightly be good for us at the same time. Because we might not have to deal with it yet.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Hey, but good news, we have more in common now than just the fact we're both tieflings.
What? Wait, what?
Anyway.
You were like start running, like basically running. Rudy's like following behind you, like what?
Mercy's power walking. Mercy's power
running
walking
behind
to the
you.
dining room.
He's just like,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
what does that mean? Mercy! Mercy!
I couldn't help myself. Not to be a bastard, but that's what my character would do.
It's a very visual, like.
But no,
Mercy's power walking, and Rudy's practically running behind her because Rudy also just has like
Very sitcom.
I assume everyone's up by this point.
But basically,
Well,
yes.
And everyone in the house is at the table?
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys are pretty lax about, well, most of you guys are pretty lax about having, like, your serving staff eat with you, I assume. Like, Gale
Yes.
certainly wouldn't give a shit.
I was more asking for the other household guests, Siga and Narissa.
Oh, yeah, they're here.
Okay, cool. Mercy's gonna come in and go, "Hey, guess his fucking parents are working together beyond, yours."
I know.
LaCroix.
Oh no, Mercy, that's not what I think it means.
I told you we had more in common than just being tieflings. Your parents were with my dad.
What?
And they seem to know each other quite well. Although I couldn't hear what they were saying. Fucking telepathic bond. Fucker knows I can watch their conversations.
Really?
Can anyone read lips here? Could you teach me?
There was no lip movement, I will point out.
It was literally telepathic.
It
bond,
was
though.
literally telepathic bond. You
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, lips have to be moving to read them.
Only
Ah,
we
let's
can
see,
use telepathic bond.
Yeah, hey,
Nobody
it's cheating.
else.
Regardless, they were all talking to each other. Dad looked pissed, which Malorus never looks angry. Even
Did
in
you see-
private spaces.
Did you see the count?
Oh, and there was a lot of dead bodies. Like, a lot. My guess? Bubbles is probably gone. Liquor is probably gone, but he left quite a stain on the city.
Really? I want to do something very dumb.
You're
Stop
gonna
me
use
from.
sending on your mom, aren't you?
You know me far too well, Mercy. It's a little scary.
Pretty remarkable, actually. So
What?
you leaped straight to that.
Yeah, no, like, again, we've been around each other too long.
Look, we have so much in common now, Rudy.
I'm gonna
We
do
can
it.
finish each other's sandwiches.
I'm gonna do it.
But yeah, Lo, it looks like your parents are working with LaCroix.
And-
Our
and it-
parents are working together, which means we're gonna have a battle royale between evil people.
So,
And
okay,
Maddie's parents are wonderful.
they're right.
The only parents that
Hypothetically,
matter.
hypothetically, in a really dark situation, if one team of bad guy and parent kills the team of parent bad guy and other parent bad guy, does somebody win or are we all like who? If mine kill yours, is that bad or good for me? I don't. I want to turn this into a competition somehow, but I can't because it's bad for us in all situations.
I think they're all equally as evil. My problem is if they were killing each other and staying equally as evil, we'd be fine. But I think if they kill each other, they get more evil.
So then so it's a lose for us either. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no way. Okay. Yeah. Got
However,
it.
we don't have to deal with them right now if they're distracted by each other. It will take them time to kill each other.
Maybe.
And LaCroix's pretty wily.
He's pretty wily, but I feel like if we got one good hit on him, we could take him out. But he's just too slippery.
What's up, Rudy?
I have a way of dealing with that, actually.
How slippery he is.
Yes.
A bath. No.
That would make him more slippery.
That would make him more slippery. But no,
Whoops.
I'm so sorry. You guys are so right.
You could cover him in honey.
Yeah.
no,
It's very sticky.
Mr. Zane gave me, when I went over, I purchased, or am purchasing, I don't know cost yet, but we'll figure that out later, a spell that would, essentially make it very hard for him to be slippery.
Is it like baby powder?
No,
Like-
it's like a
glue
cage.
spell.
It's
Oh,
like
this
a
is weird.
cage.
Mm.
Every single piece of the sentence just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
You finding out what happens when we don't have Cody and Jace here?
Yeah, well.
I was literally earlier. I was like, the like controls are gone now, so it's just constant bullshit for the next few hours. Also, I love the idea. This is how the team is dealing with trauma, but being like, oh, a glue spell, it makes him sticky.
Oh,
It's
Maddie,
kind of a glue spell.
Maddie,
I
you're
will say-
cooking for Barrett.
Yeah, I will say, Jolly Barrett has not come down from his room. He did take a bedroom. He is with you guys. He did not come down.
If he's not gonna come down, I can just bring a food tray.
Oh no, I figured, and you can roll a chef's kit if you want.
Hang
That's it.
on, I'm trying
Yeah,
to
they
remember
will
where it
you.
is.
I'll help you. Roll it.
Roll
Roll
that
advantage. It's helping.
He
So
hates us today.
I'm not gonna lie. That was great for two reasons. One, it was a 2 and then a 3, and the best part was when the first one got rolled, it saw 2, and then you rolled the other one really quickly, and it bumped into that dice again, and that die rolled over and landed on a 3, just like the other one, which was also a 3.
So, I have a question. Is Rose satisfied that he's not getting a better meal?
Thing is, though, it's still a good
not-
fucking meal.
It's a pretty good meal. Like a 17 is like that's a good food. It's just not amazing.
the best.
No,
it's not-
Had better.
it's not Maddie's standard.
Maddie's standard is 20 or higher.
No, it's
It's
I
like
feel-
4.5 stars instead of 5, and she's like,
Well, no, and Jolly, like you can correct me on this. I feel like Maddie probably has a certain level of expectations for herself, especially when it comes to cooking. Like Maddie expects a 20 at least.
Well, she has a plus 14 to be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It didn't happen.
She does have a set. I think it's funny that if it's a nat 1, the food would burn.
Yeah. No matter what it is, it burns.
Too much
It's
cooking
making a
sherry.
salad.
Why did the water catch on fire? Well, what did you put in here?
Vodka.
I was just making oatmeal.
I
You
want
wanted
one
water?
of your characters for campaign 2 to have the flaw that where every time you're cooking, if you roll bad enough, it catches fire.
I mean,
No.
that's pretty much Mercy. She does not cook for a reason, homie.
I'll take it. Load me up with bad shit.
Also, there are worse things campaign character 2 could do with me.
Oh yeah. Maddie, you make some food for Barrett. You have a feeling he's probably not gonna eat much, so you kind of do like kind of a sampler plate more or less to at least get him some food, because you just have the feeling that the guy's not eating that much. So you probably start with a huge platter.
Not yet, anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
Just on
Once that is done, and Maddie goes off to help Barrett a little bit and get him some food, Dea,
Yes.
you see that Siga is sitting next to Narissa, and you see that Siga also has her staff sword on her person at the table. And it seems like she is very much on attention.
Is everything okay over here? Did something happen while we were gone?
Everything's fine.
Insight?
I'm gonna let you two do insight, because if it was Narissa,
distracted. Rudy is
17.
distracted. So.
I don't have very good insight, so I don't know what
do
this
it.
is about to
do
do.
it.
Okay. 19, 21?
Shit.
So you you feel like you already know what happened, judging by Mercy as well. Very simply, her father happened.
She got contacted.
Yes. So you feel like Narissa probably got contacted by her father and is now very paranoid, and judging by Siga's behavior, Siga is acting protective in the sense that either Narissa asked for help or Siga picked up on this and decided just to like shove her in her room and just play guard. But basically, it seems like she is being very protective just because she doesn't like what's happening.
oh my heart.
I love that so much.
It's so nice.
Marissa,
Well, thank you.
We ship it. We all ship it now.
But I appreciate
I didn't
you
even
looking
mean for it to be
after-
romantic.
Can be if we dream.
I know.
No, thank you for
everything's gay if we make it.
I know.
looking after her. It's good to have you here, Zika, and Narissa. Rather have you here than there.
You'll see Siga kind of just like purses her lips slightly and kind of shakes her head.
Got it. How's the cat going?
Did anyone try the eggs? I thought the eggs were so
Siga just kind of looks over at Narissa, who's been in charge of the cat. And you see the hairless feline is currently leaning up from her lap and has begun eating some of the eggs. You see it. You watch as the cat just kind of goes. He just starts like eating the eggs.
All right, fair enough.
But like the cat seems pretty content. It's happy to be here.
It was more of their changing the subject than me actually curious. I am glad to hear though.
The whistle looks bad, I take it.
Narissa looks sleepless. That's what she looks like.
Oh.
You get the nightmare too?
No. I just got a message from him.
Not good, I take it. He calling you back or calling you a traitor?
He's saying he'll bring me back.
He blames me for the fact the city's destroyed, so... He doesn't really have the manpower at the moment to do much. There was a lot of dead bodies when I looked.
Actually, I will point this out just because I forgot to mention the detail. They didn't look like warriors. They looked like civilians.
I got killed in the riot, panic, whatever.
Yeah, Narissa does look despondent in a very different way. Like she's almost resigned herself to what will be happening.
You,
No,
you
so what
don't
does he-
have to go back.
What does he
Sorry.
have on you? There's nothing really stopping.
He has the same thing on me, the same that he has on you.
Is it the giant eyeball?
It's us. It's us. It's our blood.
Yeah, I got told by a demon I smelled like the fifth horseman, and I know this is his eye. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it has to do with that. Cool. Oh no, strawberry punk.
Oh, in the middle of oh man, oh dang,
Sorry.
Oh, strawberry choke.
I had to dump out part of my last one because I didn't drink it enough, so I'm trying to drink it. Well, can he just bring you back, or does he have to send people to get you?
The easiest way for him to bring us back is to just kill us.
That's fair.
Can he do that from there?
And
He doesn't
people-
need to.
Okay, so people are going to be sent.
Man, I wonder how pissed the governor's gonna be when he finds out there are foreign agents coming into his city.
We have to talk to Avvarro.
Well,
I'm not.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna say I'm not really involved in your guys' family situation, but I will let you know, in the most unemotional, aloof, like I usually am, way, we're not really in the business of letting people under our care die. Under our care. So.
You are under our protection.
You're only 2 miles from the city. If you run to the Lucky Sapphire, Avvarro will get you.
We like to make friends, and then we like to make sure those friends stay safe.
Maybe this isn't a great idea, but alternatively, you can just travel with us. Like,
We also have 2 other siblings in the continent that we could contact.
yeah, it's like Joy and Melody.
Yep.
Melody's not the bard.
Yeah, I was about to say, in keeping with family tradition.
Not fucker.
We all have the same sense of humor,
That would be a terrible idea.
because you'd be all in the same place to get killed.
Yeah,
That's how you get
but-
him to send an entire platoon over here. Politics be damned.
But you see,
He's
then
kinda
the joke's on him, because then we just teleport you guys somewhere different. And then what are they gonna do? Follow you? I know. I just.
Can you do the
No.
same thing I can and see anyone no matter where they are?
You can do more.
Did you ever get that anti-scrying thing from Asagio?
I don't think so, but I have a thought. And it's not
Because we told him to go deliver it when it got made.
How long ago
A
was that?
month.
That was well over 30 days.
It was a while ago.
She probably has it as of now.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you look into other planes?
You want to go to Elysium for a little while? It's very fun over
I was about to
there.
say, Dea, I'm not. You're pretty much on the ball of where I was headed.
Free
No,
drinks.
it's the only place we can go.
I don't know. I don't know if you can.
We know some people over there. problem is we don't have plane shift. We'd have to call Demos.
Yes, we do.
Actually,
I think Haru has
Haru.
plane shift now.
Haru
doesn't
has
he?
Haru.
plane shift.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Haru has
you had
plane
it.
shift.
Wait a
Haru does
second.
have plane
Hey,
shift.
hey, Ro.
Yeah.
You think Demos could kick the shit out of a lot of people?
I mean, he's pretty cool and also an ancient gold dragon, so probably.
You think he'd be willing to help us?
He wouldn't even let us ride on his back, so...
Okay, Dea, come on, let it go. Come on, at the breakfast table.
By the way, Jolly, I will make it clear. You delivered your food. You're back down here with everybody else now.
Ah,
You just
okay.
delivered. Yeah. You just delivered the food. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had a feeling that was why you weren't piping in.
Oh. Mm.
Shoving individual pieces of egg under Barrett's door.
Ah!
No.
They're all over easy too, so they just go. It's like the
Extremely
grossest,
squished toast.
like the grossest gusher ever, just being
Oh,
squished
come
through a
on,
door.
gross. Well, we can send her to Elysium, or we do know where a portal to the Feywild is.
You want to go to the Feywild?
Putting someone in the Feywild as a safety precaution is a good idea.
You want to go
opposite
to
of
the
a safety
Feywild? We're about to stop by just for a little bit, you know, you can talk.
To be quite honest with you, we're going to the Feywild, and I'm kind of terrified,
I love
considering everything I've read. So no, I don't suggest that.
No, it was an amazing suggestion for safety.
Yeah, like,
We need to keep you guys
safe
safe.
here.
Go to the
Hold on.
Feywild.
Hold on, Connie, you have to realize something. Messi doesn't know shit about the Feywild.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's still funny, you know. From a
Right,
meta
but he's like,
perspective,
no.
it's like you'll be safe. Go to the boneyard. You'll be okay. Don't worry.
You will be safe from that particular problem, but you have some new ones now. It's...
Depending on
Wow.
what your priorities are, you need to pick one or the other.
Oh.
Feywild or your cult dad.
Well, let's figure out what to do with your security in a moment. Anyone else have anything pressing we need to know about?
Dale looks at Maddie.
Okay. Well, Dia, this morning, there was a different dream. This time.
Okay, great.
It actually talked, or like, whispered. So I don't know if that should be concerning or not.
I'm sorry, what
Yeah,
is
Maddie's
with
have been having dreams, and she had a vision, by the way.
Why does everyone keep having fucking weird dreams?
The
Come on.
thing is, no mercy. Look, this happened after I
left
killed.
out.
This happened after I killed Thomas. That's the thing. I don't know why it's starting to show up now.
Elaborate.
I did. It's like
You know, well, I mean, I described the vision storm, variance, chaotic.
okay. Fair enough,
Sum
yeah.
it down. Just sum it down.
Yeah, yeah.
But
fair.
basically, but yeah, you know, just the chaotic storm, and then dull light, whispering voices coming out of nowhere, basically. That's about it. Other than that, also remember the Haru's gift, which, you know, I'm assuming he has it at the moment, on the table. Everyone saw different symbols on the chains, right?
That makes more sense because I really thought it was just a jewelry with a gold on it. I was like, that's weird.
Hold
That's a weird
You
gift.
still have gold on it?
Yeah, like money.
You worship money?
I mean, you know Ro.
I know, but that's still a
You've
bit
known
much.
her longer than us, and I know.
Kind of my priority.
Anyways, yeah, you saw the weird symbol on it.
There's two.
What was the other one?
Sarenrae.
That's not as shocking, I mean. No offense, but you're kind of an avenging angel type.
I'm not avenging.
Need I remind you what you said before you killed McAllen?
It was pretty badass.
He deserved it. I don't.
but that's no. That's fair. You're correct, but that was also very avenging. No
Maddie,
offense.
I want you to stop and think about everything we've done as a group. We're kind of avenging assholes.
That does not mean I've killed majority of the people, Mercy. I've only killed like 2 people.
No, but you've assisted.
Okay, maybe I have, but
Hold on. You two quit laughing at my phrasing.
Okay.
Here's the question: are you assholes that avenge, or are you avenging specifically assholes?
I was gonna say, should we rename ourselves to the Avenging Assholes?
Force
Or
of
just
Fate is no
or
more.
for sure, we could just go by the Avengers. It's fine.
Surely there's no IP that would cross over with that.
No one's ever called themselves the Avengers.
You're right. No, no. Maybe we can't do that. AA. We're AA then.
Surely there's no other IP that overlaps with that.
Alright. Let Mercy use the phrasing she's gonna use, you bastards.
Oh my god.
But still, kind of what we do is avenging. People forget Samurai is not just the goddess of healing and redemption in the way you think of her. Redemption sometimes doesn't work. And at the end of the day, when Samurai can't save someone, she strikes them down.
Mercy, I don't know what to tell you, but I haven't even talked to her yet. I don't worship any gods in particular!
No, what I'm saying is, you don't have to worship someone to line up with what they are.
Okay.
You are a healer. You help avenge / redeem people. I mean, you're probably the nicest out of most of us. You kind of fit the bill on some of what she is. Maybe that's why it showed up.
That doesn't explain the other symbol, though, Mercy.
No, I'm still trying to think on that one.
Well, I mean, yeah, I forgot I described the symbol. It's a lot bigger than Sarenrae's. So, that one, I don't particularly know what that one is. But it might be connected to my dreams somehow.
What is it?
We don't know.
No.
She
Like,
she described every.
what? No.
Yeah, she described it.
Okay. Would Rudy have ever come across anything like that?
You can roll knowledge religion.
We'll roll knowledge
Can I-
religion.
Can I help by having Maddie touch a piece of the paper so that Rudy has a visual?
Yes, you absolutely can. That's very smart.
I will slap the paper.
Slap.
That's the only way we're allowed to use the paper now.
You think Connor ever gets tired of us using that paper to hack our
No.
way through things?
No, it's brilliant.
I love that paper.
You're using it in a way that I never considered, and you got a hold of it, like a big swath of it, in a way that I never considered.
We replenish every time we go visit him.
Yes,
All right, I'm gonna roll. I don't get like advantage or anything on it, do I?
you get advantage.
That is
Oh, I-
advantage because you're getting help.
Yeah, you're quite literally getting help.
21. No, 20. Yeah, 21.
Oh, okay.
21.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Hey
It's
Jill,
not bad. It's not bad.
what's 9 plus 10?
21. That's such an old fucking.
God,
You said it. You said
God,
for that in
I
that
don't have a
tone.
I only have a plus 5 in religion as opposed to a plus 10 in my all the other things. So religion is the only one I don't have a plus 5 in. I mean a plus 10.
So, with a 21 in religion, what that is not a symbol for a god. You have not seen a deity that has that kind of a symbol. It does not line up with any you've seen, which means it may be referring to either something that is not actually a deity, but instead something else. It could be a concept that it is referring to, as the chain of Fairweather Faith also showed that it recognized money as a faith, air quotes, with Ro. So it could be a concept. So concept or something else that isn't exactly a deity or an entity in some way. but you're not too sure what it is. You've never seen it.
It's not a god. It's not anything. It could be a concept, maybe. Something that you abide by, even subconsciously.
Okay.
So.
But why is it showing up now and gradually changing?
Maybe because you are.
But it's happening still in a week, though.
I mean, it could also be related to your lineage. Maybe it's something you want to talk to your mom about.
I don't know. She doesn't know anything, and I could try.
Well, you don't know what she knows and doesn't know until we ask.
How would she possibly know? She doesn't know how old she is.
She had to know. She has to know something about herself. Like the age thing. Like, yeah, whatever. You don't know if you don't keep track of it. You don't know. But like, I don't know.
Plot twist, it's actually the other side of Maddie's family. It's from Finn.
It's from Finn. Oh god.
What? Oh, don't talk about them. I don't want to.
Finn's like, oh, the Chaos Storm? Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody dream about that?
Yeah,
Maybe
these are coming of age. We all go take a trip out to it.
You guys know the Chaos Storm.
I think it is worth asking your mother.
Hey, Connor.
Yes.
Question. From what I know about Azada, do I know if they can have kids? In the traditional sense?
You mean like with another Rosada?
Yeah.
Not with anything.
Boy, that's a tricky question. Roll knowledge religion.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. No, I don't know why you would know that just off the cuff. So roll.
Yeah, that's fine. I was about to say it might be in the book, but it might not be. So
It's reproductive habits of Azada in this.
a 17, considering I have a +0, that's not bad.
Tell us how you fuck. So no. Reproduction of Azada is different in the sense that it does not work between themselves. So two Azada can be together, but them having children is less them having children and more so them adopting a child who showed up in Elysium because they died or something like that. There really aren't Azada children per se. Their life cycle is completely different from immortals. A mortal, is born from a mortal, lives, dies, goes off to one of whatever world they're supposed to go. And Azada is cyclical. They come from what is known as from the Azada as the source, which is where all of them come from. They live, they die, they go back to the source. It's entirely cyclical.
Huh.
So, as for an Azada child, like with Maddie, it requires a mortal. You need to have a mortal to be, with in order to actually have a children. Live and die, live again. Witness me!
Well, your mom might know. Azada really don't have kids amongst each other, so it's unless she's met another Azada who's had a kid with a mortal, she might not know much. Azada don't have children unless with someone like that.
Great, I have to go talk to her.
Hey, maybe we'll find out you're like some cool cosmic being, and we won't have to worry about fighting our parents.
I do not want to be that. Thank you very much.
Maddie,
No.
are you God?
No,
Are you ready?
Maddie, are you becoming
No.
a god?
no, I don't want to be. Please, no.
You do it for just a minute so we can kill all our enemies, and then you can stop.
I'm tired.
Jokes aside, Maddie, I would ask your mom what she remembers of the source. It sounds like maybe that's what their source is. I don't know.
Yeah, I can ask her. I don't particularly know if she knows much, but we'll see. I'm gonna go to the bakery anyway, so does anyone want anything since we were on the boat the last time?
I can come with you. I'll pick up some
I think the
goods. and
Gail
I'll be
probably
with
has
you.
a list.
We'll get that from him later.
I think the rest of us should probably go talk to Avvarro.
Okay, that's totally fine.
You guys be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Narissa, Siga, you two come with us.
Siga will just kind of nod. Siga doesn't react that much. Narissa will nod, a little confused, but they'll go. They'll go with you.
We definitely shouldn't leave Barrett here alone in our house.
Let's take him to the bakery. Finn will love him.
Actually, not gonna lie, that might not be a bad idea.
I kind of agree, actually.
Barrett, do you like chocolate? He's not here. But
Let's put it this way: having some normalcy and not near Ro might do him good. No offense, Ro.
Mhm.
I don't think he's ready to absorb all your coolness yet.
I'll take care of him.
And then, what were you gonna say?
Too early in the morning. You don't wanna you don't wanna start this.
So we have our plan. Should we go to break and take this up after?
Can I do something before
Or-
break though?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
I am actually going to follow through on the thing I said I was going to do, which is I'm going to cast Ending on my birth mother.
Mom.
Mother.
What will you say to her?
Do you really think it's a good idea to work with that man? He's only out for himself, you know. You're not gonna get what you want.
You will immediately hear a response back. We're all out for what we want. We're all here for ourselves. It makes us the perfect team.
League of Villains. League of Villains.
I will
And-
point out that when you hear that, Rudy just like rolls her eyes super hard at that.
And we will be taking a break right now. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes or so, and we'll see you then. And we're back.
Hate it here.
So, you guys were going out to do your own things, essentially. Dea, were you going to go with Maddie?
Yeah, we're
Or-
gonna take Barrett.
And you're going to take Barrett with you. Oh, poor
Not
Barrett.
to talk to Amelie, just to go to the bakery. We'll get him some chocolate. He likes
Yeah.
chocolate, right? You like chocolate, right, Barrett?
He's gonna bring the vibe down so bad in the bakery.
Gonna be like, hey, we got a new project for
This
you.
emaciated man being brought into a bakery. In fairness, so actually, you guys bring Barrett with you as you guys start heading over to the bakery, and you get the sense that Barrett didn't get to see a lot of sweets where he lived. So there's like this kind of this like wide-eyed look, like he's part of him is excited to be back and have like sweets in his presence.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know what's going to happen when he eats it, because he hasn't had sugar in years.
Good. We're gonna control his intake. He's not gonna have like a pound of chocolate. Day is smarter than this. She understands. He's gonna have like a croissant and like fresh bread and like little like chocolate. I don't know, whatever. I don't know pastries. Chocolate. It's a little bit of dark chocolate.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
You bring Barrett with you, and yeah, you'll get him some food. But yeah, you guys head over to the Broadback Bakery. What would you like to do? Oh no! The kitty's
I
asking for
swear
pets!
to God, if you don't pet that cat.
Still just
delicate little-
barely can see it, but Jess is getting pawed by the cat pets. I'm crying.
Aw. So, you guys are present at the Broadback Bakery. What would you like to do? Actually, you make your way in, and immediately Finn looks at you too and goes, "Nice to see you both here. How was your trip? I thought it would take longer to get to and from Crnona, but still good to
Technically,
see."
we're not. Technically, we're still on our trip. We're just stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Remind me of that cat. Can I pick up meringue since I have one?
Yes, you can. You pick up meringue, and you immediately hear a cat go.
It's my baby! Wait, is she fat right now, or?
Meringue looks like they're certainly starting to get a little chubby.
It
Not
only
yet.
feed you.
They are not yet Cinderblock chubby, but they are still chubby.
I hope Mom didn't overfeed you. Okay. I need to go find where Amelie is, so I'm just gonna assume she's at the back or something.
I forgot.
Amelie is indeed in the back currently.
Toby's always.
Okay. Hi, Mom. Have you heard the news about the serious stuff happening lately?
No. What exactly are you talking about? If you're talking about the break-in that happened a little while ago, I've heard of it.
That serious factory? Anyway, I might have done something, and I'm kind of scared what it might have been because I did it. I killed somebody.
Well, that happens eventually. Everyone has to do it someday.
Mom,
What?
Emily.
why are you saying it so casually?
Well,
I-
look. One day, my teacher had to take me aside and have the talk with me about this as well. So there comes a day where you have to just murder somebody. It happens.
Sometimes I forget you're an avenging Avvarro. Like, your whole thing is fighting.
Yeah, I did forget about that. Let's say you did kill somebody that, maybe is the son of that owns the Eterius company, and some visions are happening out of nowhere. Is that something to be concerned about?
Was he a bad person?
I mean, he deserved it. He was doing human trafficking.
All right, now, and who cares? Let him rot. It's as simple as that.
Okay. You're not one for politics. Alright,
No. What? No.
yeah. Of course you wouldn't be. Not of this realm. But the visions, though. Maddie, you wanna-
Yeah. So the visions have been changing. The last time I saw it from a vision to a dream several times. And I'm just gonna sum it down because there's a lot of description of it. Storm, chaotic, blur light, whispers, stuff like that. And I don't know what that means, but it just happened after I killed him. I don't know why it's starting now.
Also, does it sound familiar to you?
It's comforting, but I don't know what it is exactly.
I probably should roll for Amelie. Amelie, where the fuck are your
Amelie?
stats?
Where the fuck stats to we?
Amelie.
Could I get this one, Amelie?
Could I get this one? Amelie? We all think in very similar ways, which means we're all going to make the same references at the same time.
I mean, you make enough of the same references. Everyone else, even if they don't know the thing, is going to make the same references.
Yeah, absolutely. There's our little
That's how
stat
friendship
block.
works.
4 plus. Interestingly enough, Emily, not trained in religion.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest.
What? How?
Emily is
no.
not trained in religion at all.
I am not surprised.
How could this be?
Oh my god.
So it's only D20 plus 3.
Oh damn, that was almost a 20.
It was almost a 20. That sounds extremely familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
Our friend Mercy mentioned the source.
That could be it, certainly. The source is where my kind comes from, and we Azada are naturally beings of chaos in a way, but in a positive sense. So it very well could be. If that's the case, then Maddie, you might be becoming a lot. You might be approaching the point where you could be, capable of becoming truly an Azada.
It's possible?
What?
Yes,
What?
absolutely.
What? You say that like we would know this.
No, of course you wouldn't know.
She's literally Finn's daughter.
Yes, absolutely. But she's also my daughter. If she had just lived a normal life and was just a baker, it never would have been a possibility. But here she is. She's fighting monsters, she's healing people, she's practicing her magic constantly. She's becoming adept at all of this stuff. She is essentially just making herself into a Azada, but with work, as opposed to just naturally becoming one, or being one. It doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be one. There likely would be a very big change as an Azada. You'd most likely feel the urge to do the right thing quite often, even if it means putting people to death. But you would be significantly stronger. There's no getting around that. With that said, if you decided not to become a true Azada, you'd be Maddie. You'd be a half celestial, of course. So still quite strong, but not as strong as if you had embraced it.
I don't know what to do with this information. I think she's kind of like holding a ring, like.
So we shouldn't be worried about these visions and dreams of chaos.
No. If anything, it might be a good thing. I haven't really heard of other Azada becoming in touch with the source for a very, very long time. We all have our own innate magic. Mine is very focused around war. You met some Brigidines. Odds are you saw how their magic is very oriented around fire and the such. Becoming in touch with the source would be completely different. The source is near divine. It is not an entity. It's more like a ball of stuff, energy, things.
So
It just kind of is.
An exotic could tap into that to boost their own power? Is that what you're saying?
It sounds like Maddie. It sounds like you're going to be tapping into it one way or another. But a true Azada would be extremely powerful tapping into it. If you just stayed yourself, you would still be strong and could probably do some very amazing things, but you would not be as strong as you could be.
But then you would change, right?
Yes. If she was to fully embrace her bloodline, then she would change.
As the play, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, that's I'm dumbfounded right now, but other than that, I think Maddie's kind of like a little nervous at this point, like hugging Ring or something. Concerned, looking down on the ground. Okay. When was the last time you talked to this source, or at least seen it?
Last time I saw it was when I was being born. Which is to say, I don't remember seeing it.
Wow. You don't really have any memories of it, per se? Oh.
Last time, and there really have not been Azada who have tapped into the source truly in a while. A very, very long time.
I don't know what I'll do when I don't know, see the dream or talk to the thing, I guess. I'm not sure. But, I guess I know a little bit about it now. A little.
Well, though, there's going to be a day at some point where you're going to have to decide to either embrace it or simply be yourself.
Well, I hope it's not sooner. I can't really make
Maddie,
a decision.
Maddie, you have to realize
Yeah.
I'm also not going to be very good at helping you with deciding on that. Maddie, think about it, dear. I'm an Azada who is essentially shirking her duties to live a life of a normal person. I'm quite literally a person who is not listening to the source in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. But the source is somehow contacting me, which I'm not sure why, but...
Contacting you, you're coming in contact with it, unintentionally, I don't know.
Well, I'll think about it, if that is what it's contacting me for, but I'm not sure yet.
I wouldn't expect a lot of conversation with it.
Hmm. Well, thank you for at least telling me a little insight about what the source is.
It's the best I can provide.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to ask, but other than that, I have nothing else to do.
I mean, we were here for you and to get that kid back there some more chocolate. So
Mm,
Well, if there's anything else I can do to help you, please just let me know. All right?
okay. I'm assuming we're just gonna buy pastries for Barrett right now.
Yeah, you guys can do that, no problem.
Okay. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. So, where is Jill? Did Jill just go and chase down Houdini or something?
No, she said BRB again, so they'll be back.
Gotcha. So, you guys begin making your way over towards the Lucky Sapphire, correct?
Yes.
Because you wanted to go speak to Avvarro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys, toting Narissa and
Siga.
Siga behind you. Sorry, my brain blanked for a second there. Make your way into the Lucky Sapphire itself, and you see that currently is fairly quiet. You see that there is a familiar-looking blue cloak who is also present here. It looks to be. Let me double-check the name so I get it right. It looks to be Constance Nelson, or Princess. It's the wizard who works on her own.
Yeah.
She appears to be present, and she's currently what looks to be performing a scry upon something right now. So she cannot hear you, but she is here.
You want to see if he's actually up here or? Oh, so he's just gonna go knock on his office door.
Okay. You just kind of pop on over and knock on the office door. You will faintly hear the voice of Avvarro from inside go, "Come in."
Alright, but you're not gonna be happy. Unless he opens the door.
You open the door. You guys come in with Narissa and Siga coming in behind you. You see Avvarro is currently doing what looks to be paperwork. And he'll kind of look up at you guys very quickly and just, "What's up? What's going on?"
When should we start?
Oh God. I don't know.
Should we
I mean,
start with the fact that Pucricia is pretty much on fire?
A good starting place. We can branch off from there to all the other things.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Yeah, cool. So we went to go do some work for the Mayor of Woods. We happened to discover Rose's mom is a piece of shit, unsurprisingly. So we scryed on her, and you remember I was telling you about LaCroix, the bastard, who's been causing all the problems here in, like, Belmare and the Asylum?
Yes.
Yeah, he was over there causing problems in Barca, where the followers of Gorhain are.
Also,
With Rose's parents, and with my father, are the Rosenvales.
Like a big, really awful, bad family reunion over there, except they're missing the only good people. Us.
They're missing 4 of us.
It sounds like they're just working with the only people who work with them.
Yeah, that's what we came to talk about. Let's start with the easiest things. This is my sister. She's wonderful. A little crazy, but, you know, when you've lived with them as long as you have, you would be too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna be sending probably platoons into the city looking for all of us. So you're gonna have Pucrician soldiers on Odella ground. Not just for her, but the other 2 as well.
That's really not entirely something I can do anything about. I'm just a blue cloak. I'm just the guy in charge of a bunch of adventurers.
Buzz is gonna look at the other two. Which one of you want to start this?
How do I have what?
Okay, cool. Put this politely.
The blue cloaks can't be apolitical anymore.
Not with this.
It's untenable, Avvarro.
It's fine for the ones that don't want to be involved in politics, but as a general rule of thumb, whatever the fuck's going on over there doesn't play politics anymore.
It's so far beyond that.
So, what would you have me do? Send the blue cloaks in there? You realize that we're, number-wise, so much smaller than them. We go in there, you're going to get killed.
How many favors do people owe you?
Plenty of people owe me plenty of favors.
The people of Pucricia don't want them there.
That's great. They want to be there.
Or you could listen instead of interrupting me. We need time to gather resources. We need people who are willing to give those resources. You can sit here, stand aside out of the way, and people are going to die, or you can at least help. So if some of us die, you can be there along the side knowing you weren't just a bystander.
But I'm not going to send in more blue cloaks to do that. Again, the number of people we send doesn't matter.
I'm not asking you to send blue cloaks. I'm asking for resources.
For what? For what are you going to do?
Not now, but very soon. We're gonna need to go into the north of Pucricia.
A bunch of... So, what you're saying is that you want resources so that you and a small group of people can go into the north of Pucricia, where everybody there who figures out that who you are is going to kill you.
Didn't say the people who weren't going to be willing to die for it. We're not sending people in blindly, and we're not going in blindly. The people who choose to go on this know what they're going for.
But that's suicide. A group like you going into a group like that is never going to work. You could send Gale in, and an entire fucking platoon will just keep shooting him until he stops moving. It doesn't matter. Numbers will beat skill any day.
What, are we just supposed to let people die?
I don't know. But the simple fact of the matter is that I'm here, and my job is to take care of the people here. Yes, I don't like the idea of them dying, but I don't like the idea of these guys dying under my control when I could have stopped it from happening.
What if they come over here?
If they come over here, then that's a very different story.
Not doing anything, like... Okay, hold on, let me get my brain cells in a row.
Just
In
Jill
a
or
row.
Row.
Both. So I understand where both sides of this are coming from. I'll play the middleman here. Because I get it. Like, you want to protect your people and you want to keep your people safe and all that. But the thing is, when they're done attacking the people who aren't your people are next. So you could either, like... Numbers-wise, helping the people who are being attacked now will up your numbers when fighting later.
I understand what you're trying to say, but I already have the steel blue cloaks hiding like a bunch of rats over in Vermune, because now they want their heads on pikes. They've helped plenty of people over there. They still want them fucking dead. They're hiding in some fucking pocket dimension in someone's bag of holding, for Christ's sakes. I don't know. They figured something out.
Listen, this
we-
is not my. I don't know.
Aren't we supposed to be about helping people? That's what I thought this was.
Can't help people if you're dead.
Help people if they're dead.
Yeah.
So, resources. You want resources for what? Yourselves? A bunch of peasants aren't going to be able to get you spell components.
Kind of in the this is gonna sound really like we're kind of in the process of gathering an army.
What the fuck are you doing? You're starting to fight a fucking war?
Do we have a choice?
I don't think
There are
you
there are different ways you could go about doing this. Yes.
You saw what my parents, they're not my parents, my birth parents, whatever. You saw what they did on the small scale in Rosenvale. You saw that, right? Do you remember that?
Yes.
They've teamed up with an extremely dangerous man who has a hold on an entire city, and they're fighting another man that has the ability to make people go crazy, who's working with Rose parents, who knows how powerful they are. So we're up against these forces. You saw what they could do.
They had Van
Imagine
on
that-
their side. That's why he wanted them. Or
Oh.
your parents are the communion connection.
Oh,
No,
They
they're
did.
not.
I don't.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that's might not be intact anymore. Multiple different things happen there.
You mean blowing up the factory?
That and also we kind of didn't we like shit on my mom's
Yes.
reputation before we? Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that.
Her reputation's in the toilet. She doesn't have a single thing that she can
She's-
do to help Vermune or be
She's
a
got-
use to them.
I think your mom's desperate. Just like my parents are desperate.
Who do you think
Desperation
would
causes.
win if both got summoned into the world? The Fifth Horseman or the King in Yellow?
Oh god.
I don't know who
They're
would
trying
win, but
to-
I do know who would lose.
Everyone.
All of us? Cool.
That's what they're trying to do.
Think on what we said. And as Mercy says that, she carefully takes off the blue cloak and sits it on the table. And walks out.
So, what the hell are you guys going to do with the resources then?
We have to stop them, Avvarro.
How? Sending a bunch of fucking
How would you
guys
do
with
it?
swords and shields is just going to bring them to their death.
So how would you do it? And don't tell me
I
you wouldn't. How would you?
don't know how I would do it. I stopped thinking about mass combat years ago. I stopped being a fucking soldier years ago. Last thing I saw as a soldier, do you know what it was? It was the fucking Battle of the Cairn. Do you know what that is? All right, let me explain.
25, so yes.
Okay, Ro doesn't. I know Ro.
I'm not even gonna
Um,
roll for it.
Yeah. Dwarven forces, elven forces, fighting amongst each other, going through the plains, and then something happens. 4 kilometers of the ground gone. Plant life, lives, everything gone. Nothing's grown back there. Who knows how many hundreds of people, thousands, fuck, I don't know, people died there because of some spell that nobody knows what they did. That was years ago. I haven't bothered touching this shit for that long because it's just not my problem.
The issue is, this is going to be the world's problem. That's the problem.
Then there has to be a better way we can do that. It doesn't involve sending a bunch of people, civilians who are just happening to carry swords and shields to their death.
Then work with us, Avvarro.
Then what? But what do you want me to do?
You've been around a lot longer than the rest of us have. Right? You have to have gleaned something in all the years that you've been...
As Erudite is talking, you hear someone kind of come up to the door and go, "Boss," and then Erudite, you can keep talking.
You've been doing this, not just this, I'm not saying tap into your war, but you've been doing all this stuff. You're how old? I don't even know how old you are, Avvarro. You're older than me, that's for sure. If you're around for that. That happened years and years and years ago. That happened, what, 100-something years ago, I'm assuming, I think.
Let me double check my sheet, because I wrote it down. Connor knows the answer, and so does Avvarro. But Connor doesn't remember immediately. It happened back in 1847.
Oh.
About 85 years ago.
85 years ago. So how long have you been around, Avvarro?
A while.
That doesn't help.
I don't remember. Connor has to check the notes again.
How old is Avvarro?
Connor has to check the notes again. Hold on.
How long?
Connor, you should know your own character, Connor.
This is very different. Yeah. I was born in 1546.
300 years?
Mm-hmm.
Michelle is remembering.
I was in the military for up until about the Battle of Cairn Plains.
Really weird question. Because Bree is suddenly remembering something she was told a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that he is younger than he is age-wise. He looks younger than. I'm gonna do something really weird. Sitting there, she remembers this. She pulls out her... She has these, like, in her pouch, she has, like, little vials of, LSD, I guess. She's gonna apply it to her eyes.
True sight.
She's gonna cast True Seeing.
You see in front of you an elf.
He's the same? Okay.
He's the same.
Okay.
He is not under the effect of polymorph. Very good thought. I know what you're going for.
I just wanted to see if there was something. Avvarro, so you say, I guess not important, but like, you look very good for your age, but that's not important. I'll ask you about that later because we have other things to worry about. You've been around for 300 years. You have to have garnered some sort of knowledge.
Yep. Within 250 years of war, it's always the civilians that lose. Doesn't matter who wins. One side can paint themselves as better than the other. Doesn't fucking matter. The other one's gonna kill some civilians somewhere along the way.
More civilians are gonna continue to lose. Do you know how, like, so many civilians are going to lose their lives?
Yep.
Rudy's just gonna sit back for a minute. And just, like, sit there for a second.
You hear the voice from the door go, "Boss."
You got a guy.
Oh no, it's Constance.
Oh, you got a Constance.
What is it, Constance? And Constance is gonna speak up and go, I did the thing you wanted me to do. Gregor Rahan's dead.
Mercy, Rudy's son literally goes, "Mercy, you might want to come back here." Sending.
To be fair, Mercy never fully left the bar. She left the office.
No, but she's still gonna cast sending because she doesn't know how far you went. Like I would say, like Rudy doesn't know how far you went.
Mercy's gonna step back into the doorway and stand beside Princess. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Gregor Rahan's dead.
Is he a blonde man with slicked back hair?
Kind of a fat guy, mustache.
Yeah, I saw his dead body this morning. Great. Cool.
Fight each other.
No, he was horrified to death. He ripped open his own face.
Yeah.
You know, that whole fear artifact?
Is
Yeah.
that what it... That's...
I think it
Both,
evolved.
you see that both Avvarro and Constance kind of share looked like, what the fuck did they just say?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You don't want to get involved with this, so you don't need to worry about it.
It's evolved to... Oh,
I mean,
no.
it wasn't killing people before.
I mean, it was, but slowly.
Not to this level.
Oh, no.
He tore open his own face, Rudy.
Rudy's gonna cast sending on Satoshi. I'm just doing this in the middle of things, but this is the only way she knows how to get in contact. She's just gonna say, Satoshi? What's the final evolution of that fear artifact? Would you happen to know?
There's more to it than I can say in approximately 25 words. But at that point, they could travel through nightmares.
I had a really bad dream. Rudy. I should wait until Rudy says something.
Did you say you had a bad dream, Mercy?
Oh yeah, I imagine this giant face with glowing red eyes trying to eat me.
He can kill people in dreams.
Didn't he try to do that to Matt? Oh.
No, not like that.
No, but sort of like that. Maddie's curse made it so she couldn't sleep or else it fucked with her. I think it just took another step forward. How many people do you think he can do that to at once?
I don't know.
Hey, Rissa. You had a bad dream last night too, didn't you?
No. Well,
Oh, thank
yes, but not the same kind.
Oh, thank God. Thank Desner. We don't want civilians.
Not gonna go after civilians.
No.
You won't touch civilians. So you have
Dead cult leader.
Mhm.
A fanatical high priest that just became the leader.
Mhm.
Two people who formerly had to deal with a Demodon.
Demon.
Demodand.
You have a man who's trying to capture the attention of the King in Yellow, who Desna's stars told me that if his attention ever came to this planet, it would probably be destroyed as we know it. And a disgraced politician willing to bet everything, who's also got to deal with a hag. Have we forgotten to mention that one?
Hag with a deal with a hag.
Do you think Elysium and the Feywild could assist us? It wouldn't be civilians.
We also do have technically three dragons in our pocket. But it's just if they wanted.
Okay, hold on. Elysium, I could see you
Four
making a deal with. You want to try and get the Feywild to help?
Well, Gail's mom may have had a connection over there.
You mean a connection?
Gail's dad might be an archfey.
We think Gail's dad might be an archfey. We're not sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We
Right.
age. Are you gonna take a break? Are you gonna take a vacation?
No, fucking.
I'm kidding. No, Michelle's asking that, not Rudy. Rudy doesn't.
We're not 100% positive that. However, Gail's mom was the protector to one of the gates to the Feywild and seemed to travel over there regularly.
And
I
Gale,
can go
Gale seems to have
visit.
the color of the Fae.
You. Oh God. Okay.
We couldn't be normal adventurers.
What are you? Okay. So what are you gonna do with resources? What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it?
Right now, not 100% sure. We need time to figure out what the next step is because we don't know what's going on over there fully. I was mainly asking to make sure you had resources we could ask for.
I can. Ah, God damn. I can pull every string I have, and I can try to get resources.
The
But
Green Faith is already fighting over there. They might be better armed if we have better allies. And
there's a problem with that immediately. The Green Faith are druids.
what's your point?
They won't use metal.
No, but do you think wood from the Feywild is stronger than normal wood?
Are they going to let us cut down their wood, though?
I don't know. Maybe.
They may.
Hey,
We're gonna ask. We aren't just gonna take things, Rudy. We're not rude.
If
Gale would
Gale's
yell at
dad
us.
is like, if Gale's dad is like super Fae, we won't have to ask and be like, Gale's dad said we could.
No matter what our end plan is right now, there's no decision of whether or not at least us as a party are going over. At the end of the day, once we know fully what's going on and we have as much as we can get, I don't know about all of you, but I particularly don't want to see the world end.
I mean, neither do I.
Actually, hey Avvarro,
What?
you've got some really weird resources. Do you know anyone who could... You don't know anybody who does reviving magic beyond us, do you?
No. I'd have tapped them a while ago if I could have.
Well, if we could have brought Marks over and put him in the metal body since we can't sell it in immune now. That's another thing we haven't talked about. You know the sky being cracked?
Yeah?
That's because gods from another reality shot through our sky and toward to be in
Yeah.
ours.
And we're kind of tentatively might be helping them become gods here. We haven't really figured that part out yet, though.
There's one that's okay.
He's okay. He's a little slimy, but he's okay.
He's a dealer of things.
Okay. Okay. Put the damn cloak back on. I don't know what... I don't think resources will be the best option, but I think it will be an option.
Let me put it this way, Avvarro. We're not going into this blind. We're not going into this recklessly. We know there are lives on the line no matter what. We're not stupid.
No, but you're not thinking of something.
What's that?
When you have to deal with one of them. But since you have to deal with one of them, that means you're turning your back on the other.
I was kind of hoping one of them would kill the other, that way we only had to deal with one.
I'm sure they would love to do that. But
Which evil
Okay.
do we want to deal with? The
no,
fifth horse?
let me explain. Let me. So, Mr. Lacroix wants to get the attention of his deity, who will only be paying attention unless he does something big, I'm assuming.
Yeah, pretty much. You just need to turn the king and Yellow's
And-
attention here.
And your father wants to do something big to probably get himself power or something.
Yeah, I mean, we've been told we smell like the fifth horseman, so they are a demon.
So the question is, very quickly, what do they have to do to get the thing they want?
Narissa?
Which one is more destructive?
Narissa?
Narissa just kind of holds her hands up. She doesn't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was worth a shot, hoping. Well, if nothing else, dear old dad needs all of the siblings there. We can postpone him just by keeping us out of his hands.
There's no way he could be like popping out more kids, right? And just like replacing y'all.
It would at least take 9 months. And you think you would already have attempted
Depends. Actually, it would only take one period of 9 months, depending on how many women he could get.
It'll give us 9 months.
But how long have you guys been gone? And how long has he had to possibly start replacing you?
Which means he can't replace you. For one reason or another, Ro brings up actually a very good point. For one reason or another, he hasn't replaced you. And of all of them, he'd replace you in a heartbeat.
It's true, though.
And your 2 siblings.
What? Yeah,
Which
we're
means-
complete thorns on his side.
Which means there's no fucking way he can replace them. Something stops him from doing so.
I wonder
Which
if
means
it's this.
he has to use you. So that helps. It prevents him from doing more.
So he's kind of got a roadblock.
He's got a roadblock, but he also has a way to bust through a roadblock. Mercy just brought it up.
What?
Old king is dead. Long live the new king.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely going to start sending platoons out into different countries to rally all of us. That's not a question. We actually need to talk to the governor after this.
That's assuming he's not going to just start playing it smart. Yeah, he could just grab you.
Oh, he
or
wants
he
us
could
dead.
or he could do something to make sure that you have to come to him.
She's probably going to do fairly soon.
I may need to contact my godfather. Wait.
If there's anybody over there you care about, tell them to get the hell out of there. Because there's a target on their back right now.
I have to ask this out of care. Did Dea tell us that they were looking for the doctor? The wolves. I wonder if it was actually a doctor, if it was a healer. I haven't heard from Faith since a while.
But on the flip side, LaCroix doesn't have men. He has himself. He is moving on his own. All he has to do is stop himself from being seen, and he's untouchable. You can't find one man in a crowd.
I also made like a Mothman monster guy though.
Actually,
you can make things.
I could probably
didn't
find
like
him in
that.
the crown with a spell. It makes him glow.
Mm-hmm. So you either go for the guy in control or the guy who's going to use that control to hide. One way or another, the other one's going to make a move.
Out of character real quick, I literally asked earlier in the Discord who they thought the bigger threat was.
Yeah, she did.
It's true.
Yeah. And my response to that is, both of them are pretty fucking bad, to be honest.
That was Becca's response.
That was exactly Becca's response.
I was really like, I'm not trying to avoid the question, but literally both of them are the worst.
And I don't know how we're supposed to...
I will quickly ask, Dea and Maddie, do you guys want to be involved in the conversation too?
Oh my oh god, I cracked. Like that. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say that you guys, after going to the bakery, do decide to pop in, and the conversation has been clearly going for a while, and like it is becoming tense, and people are getting nervous. Someone else is here. Princess, who is this?
Hi, Princess.
Barrett with them.
Oh, Barrett's in the bar. We don't take him in the Avvarro's office. He doesn't need to hear this. He's got
He's standing there crying.
He's spiked.
He's sobbing into a chocolate chip muffin.
Does he like it at least?
He does like it.
Okay.
It's the best thing he's probably eaten in years.
Oh, it's fun fact. I've learned that people who go long periods of time without sugary food, it makes their teeth hurt.
Oh yeah.
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 For flavor, can we say that Jim is sitting with Barrett? Fucking Jim. This cat just comes over and is like, "You good, homie?"
Jim the cat is sitting staring at him. I have a weird question, Rudy. How does commune work?
Don't have commune. I have
Who has-
divination.
How does the spell that we use to ask questions?
That's divination.
Okay, how does that work?
I can ask yes or no questions. I ask him Masnan yes or no questions, and he can answer me. I have to go get some stuff to sacrifice to him, but
What about the spell we use to contact our friend across the astral sea?
contact other plane. It's the same thing. It's yes or no questions.
That's fine. Do you even know the person?
No.
So you can just contact, like, any mysterious entity from another plane.
Yes.
I may have a really dumb idea.
Okay.
My impulse control is not here right now because I'm
You know
usually
what?
sitting with Jill. Birdie,
Mm.
do you think it would make you lose your mind if you tried to contact the Anti Demon?
You're next to me, unless I'm very bad at it. No.
It's just
I mean, okay. I'm still processing the information from being caught up to this
Okay.
conversation, but
trying to figure out who's the bigger threat.
I think worst case scenario, gonna be real, I think LaCroix is the worst case scenario because if he makes a big enough move, we have a very big problem and a worldwide apocalypse on our hands that we can't stop. Whereas this guy's just kind of doing stuff with demons, which has happened before, I'm sure, in the long history.
We're
Right?
you're missing the fact that it's also messing with what is essentially a deity.
Yeah, the Onai Demon kind of spawned the other 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and everything else that ever existed that was demonic after it, essentially.
If
I
he
just
takes
feel
in
like
this, but if he takes in this thing's power, he's going to be a god on this plane.
Gods.
Actually,
and
he needs at least all of us to do that. He wants us there.
He'll
and
make
they
it
can
happen.
prevent that. But like, I don't know. I feel more confident fixing that problem than that problem.
He also has not to mention LaCroix has an item that is extremely dangerous.
And we're not really sure where it came from.
I need to contact Satoshi.
Yeah, you should go do that.
I'm gonna yeah. Rudy's shorting out.
Rudy. Rudy.
You probably need to talk to him in a dream spell.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
leave.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, no. Like, I'm gonna cast sending, and I'm gonna tell him to go to sleep. I think. I need to talk to him. And I need...
Just woke up.
Toshi! Toshi! Go to bed!
I really need to talk to the leader, but I can't talk to the leader because I've never met him before.
He probably
Tell him to
just-
come party.
Like,
Come party at the mansion.
I really am about to be like sending and Cass telling him to go see. The problem is Michelle's not going to be here next week, so if that happens, we have to happen like today.
Mhm.
I will point that out.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the estate. I'm gonna tell Satoshi to go to sleep. Okay. And she's just gonna walk out.
Good luck.
And on the way, she's literally going to cast something. She's going to be like, "We need to talk. It's going to take longer than 25 words. I need you to go to sleep."
You're not busy, right?
He hasn't. You. And she'll say, "You have an hour," because I
Drop
have to cast
Everything you're doing.
I have to cast it ritually because I don't have it prepared today.
And take a little nap.
I will say this, as an out of character thing, not in character to everyone. At least demons are stuff that, you know, your divine casters probably have a little better luck against.
This is true.
Connor's making that face, which means I'm probably right.
Again, I feel more confident about solving that.
Yeah, I mean,
scenario.
I'm inclined to agree.
We should make that decision when
Like-
everyone's here.
Yeah,
but-
we'll talk about it more later, like off screen. But like, Mellors at least needs you guys. Lacroix doesn't need us.
He needs
Like we're a thorn in his side, and he's a thorn in our side. But we don't need each other. He can, like,
He can do what he wants to without us.
Yeah.
we can put a sniper rifle to his head, right, Ro?
You don't put a sniper rifle to it. You could put it to a head, but it's meant for long distance. You know what? Okay.
I
And my
don't know
thing
how
is,
guns work.
the same thing I said earlier on in this shit mess of a conversation. I feel like if we get one good fucking hit on LaCroix, he's down. We just haven't got the opportunity.
Yeah, he is
because
pretty
he's
scared of Gale.
fucking slimy. We get Gale to get one good hit on him,
We
he's
know
dead.
another slimy person.
This one's the bad kind of slimy, though.
Yeah. Marks.
Marks. He's slimy, but in like a, I kind of trust you sort of
In
way.
a neutral way, and then LaCroix is
In a
slimy in a very...
Neutral slimy versus evil slimy.
You're going to need basically anything you can get.
You think an archfey could bring someone back?
I'm not
You
there.
need to bring. Oh no.
If we bring Marks back, he owes us a favor.
5e. Can Archfey
Archfey.
direction?
Learning experience. The whole game.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so here's a thought, which we will probably have to discuss later. If we bring Marks into this world and he owes us a favor, we do that to release our old gods, and they owe us a favor.
It's a chain.
And they all work together, and no one is upset.
I'm pretty sure no god wants the
And we
fifth
have an
one.
expanded pantheon.
I
No problems.
I think this is a great idea. There will be no repercussions.
No,
Yeah,
the
nothing
absolutely
bad.
no negative repercussions.
What is happening right now?
Don't worry about it. Jolly, I don't know
We're
what's
losing
going on
our-
either.
We're losing our minds.
that's just
Ollie.
Maddie. I'm like, I don't
Oh, okay, it's Maddie. Oh, he's not there.
like,
Maddie,
no,
don't
we're-
worry.
we're
I'm
all
talking
losing our
about the seat of my
Well,
pants.
I will say this in character about Marks in general. The reason why the Connor, I asked you this out of character because we've been making this assumption in game. I want to check to see if I would know this. We've been making the assumption the reason why the gods are gone is because they signed a contract at the end of the war. These were war terms, correct?
You assume it was war terms.
The gods didn't end the war theoretically.
Contract?
He is the god of contracts. Do you think
New
we could make a
contracts?
secondary deal to get him to rewrite that? Or would that be our primary deal with him? To make him rewrite the words?
Or just make a new contract with the gods and they can be, you know, a use to the world.
We can
So-
trust him
like-
to not put
So,
any loopholes in it.
I will point something out because this is something that has kind of been like telephoned along and keeps kind of getting misconstrued a little bit. It's not necessarily that the contract is what's keeping them out. What it is that they're in some way they fought in a way that damaged the way reality works for them, and now they are no longer allowed. So
Be
It-
fixed with another god who can do contracts.
We fix with gods.
Be fixed.
We fix.
You break, we fix.
Maddie's got something that's almost divine connected to her. This is,
Talking about I'm burning.
no, this is out of character. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Because Mercy does not know what you're connected to yet.
Yeah, you haven't shared with them.
You haven't shared with the
I'm
class.
not going to. I don't want Avvarro to be more stressed as it is already.
Yeah, I wouldn't need to know this shit.
I don't
What
know if
the
that's
hell?
possible.
Jill.
Rose just put her head down on Avro's desk. This is so far out of Rose's fucking wheelbox. Like, gods, no, I don't need them. You guys can bring them all back. If it'll help us win, hell yeah. I don't. Bye.
At the end of the day, right now, it looks like we might do well with getting an ally from Marks, which is going to take us needing to go to the Feywild. Which we know a way to get there.
We can also, if we need to think of resources to help the rebellion in the south, we could ask what they need. I do have a contact, an old friend, working with them.
It's a good call, and honestly, maybe some of the resources they could use would be to barricade the common people.
Yeah, and
So
I
that
don't
way those-
think all of them would be Green Faith, right? Like,
I mean, I think the Green Faith is only in the jungles. I mean, there's a shit ton of mercenary groups over there. Connor, I know. We weren't the only troop over there. It's not uncommon for the mercenaries because of the merchant princes.
I mean, if we provide enough coin, the mercenaries would work for the rebellion just fine, right? That's how mercenaries work.
But yeah, they'll do pretty much
Right.
anything for money. We're pretty easy.
So, coin for mercenaries. Always a good idea. But mercenaries will run if it gets bad enough.
They need food as well. I
Yeah,
remember
mercenaries
that.
of course need food.
No,
The
the
co-
people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we're causing issues this large, that we don't know what kind of resources of those will get destroyed.
From the sounds of my old friend, it sounded like it was a little bit of a struggle anyway.
No, I just thought of an idea.
Huh?
Is this Avvarro or Connor?
No, that's Avvarro. Coin is something that you'd have to provide.
We may
Food,
have-
though. To feed an entire half a country, that'd be the act of a god.
You don't need to feed all of it. They already have some. You just need to provide a little bit more.
Look, if you're looking to really make things very easy for you over in Pucricia, you said that there's somebody looking to get in. If you let them in, they might be able to help you.
Not only is he looking to get in, we didn't fully get through this. This guy got cracked by some of his friends. 4 of them. We might be able to get them. Do you think the Lord of the Sea would help us?
No,
Why?
absolutely no. He's a monster. He's just a beast. He's stupid.
I mean,
He doesn't have that kind of power.
Gale was able to talk to him.
Bro, but spell.
Big monster.
Do you want to talk to him and see if he wants to surface in Pucricia and like slap a tentacle down on Barkus?
I wanted to see if he would make sure not to attack the ships that come in.
Or just to attack the bad ones.
What
I mean,
the-
he shouldn't really be attacking a lot anymore because we calmed him down. Don't know if you remember this, but my old crewmates
For the reason he was so pissy.
was sacrificed to him.
Yeah,
as
I remember that. We had to bring one of them back to life so we could kill him
Yes.
again. Yeah.
She's not getting angry at you. She just doesn't
Yeah,
like
you're
the
good.
memory.
Well, I think what we need to do over the next, I don't know, 2-3 days is contact a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You guys contact a lot of people. I don't have that ability. All right.
I don't either. I'm gonna have
Write
to
a
wait
fucking letter, Dea. God.
Bert
Put
did have
it in
the
the
ability to do
mail.
all that stuff, and she is not here right now.
Gonna make Rudy do a lot of messaging.
I have a feeling next week while you're not here, Michelle, we're just gonna use Rudy as a spell puppet.
Rudy is our telephone. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
And Mercy's gonna look at Avvarro and go, "We don't know exactly yet, but we needed to know if you were going to help us. We're not asking you to send in all the blue cloaks. That would be reckless.
It will be suicide.
Yeah, but at least those of us, I think all of us who are here, we're okay with
What?
that.
Dying?
Yeah.
No.
Debatable. Highly debatable. I did a lot to ensure that that
I've-
wouldn't.
Yeah, I've made it this far.
So in other
Not
words, what
really
you're saying
into
is
it anymore.
we're
Don't
gonna hopefully
project.
not die.
Yeah.
Okay, look. I'm not a good person to candidate this on. I was going to... Never mind. We don't have time to get into tragic shit. Regardless, I think we're all okay with heading headfirst into really bad danger.
Yeah, because we're cocky. That's different from suicidal. It's just
No,
suicidal in
no.
a different way.
No. We're not cocky. Because cocky people can't back their shit up.
Confident.
We're strong as fuck.
We're confident.
We're confident. We're strong.
Cocky.
We're independent. We don't need no-
We have a tank. I mean, Gale.
We have a Hulk. What was that about Avengers?
Oh my god. Again, why has nobody used this name for a team? It's so good.
good.
It's so good. It's so wonderful.
Don't do this to me.
We demand art of all of us as the Avengers now. Okay.
Who are you
anyway.
avenging? What?
The world.
Selves. I don't know.
Also,
Do you not remember what they made the joke about in the very first movie,
Assholes.
Connor?
What?
No.
it is asshole.
In the very first movie, they were like, if we can't save the world, you're damn sure we'll avenge it. That's where the name came from, and that's what we're doing.
I
What?
don't remember that at all.
What movie? There's no team with that name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Us.
You can't even make
Doesn't
that
exist
joke.
in this world.
We went to sleep to that movie so many times that you have the whole opening memorized.
I don't know.
Da, 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 da.
Alright.
CA strike.
Yep.
But we do need time. It sounds like, if nothing else, we have a god to bring over to our reality.
For better or worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Still not into it, but if he can help the other god situation, I will be more okay with it.
yeah, I would rather not have Desna trapped forever, and I think still would prefer to not be trapped. I know you're not, like, the closest with him.
I mean,
But-
I would be more okay with the gods if they could actually do shit, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you could at least punch him
they
if he was
just
here.
kind of like watch and is like, we could, but we won't, because we fucked ourselves. You know how it goes. You
We
know the
can't hold them
history.
accountable if they're not here.
Yes.
And to put it quite bluntly, the followers of Rhain only started because they couldn't be here. They took a god's words and corrupted them.
Can you imagine if we got that specific god to come back and shut this shit down?
Oh, that's
How
what I want.
iconic would that be?
Hello, I'm Aurori. Fuck you.
Y'all fuck.
Roy coming in.
Oh.
Alright, time to put the hammer down.
Heard you were talking shit.
You were talking shit.
We could also contact Rhain. Since he's dead now.
You wanna?
Not
Is
really.
he not
I'm
gonna
just...
be revived? But oh no, he wouldn't be.
No. He has outlived his purpose.
Yeah.
I guess right now we just need time to think. And scheme.
Yeah.
The thing
It's
is, you said when you looked and you saw your dad, I'm assuming Mercy relayed all of the details of the
Yeah.
you said your dad looked royally pissed off.
Oh yeah, I've never seen him mad. And that's saying something. I was there for 6 months. He was never angry once.
Yeah, and so obviously, like, LaCroix killed this man, but your dad was angry about it and not instead, overjoyed at the fact that now he gets to be seen as the leader.
I think he's more angry that he disturbed the status quo.
Hmm.
He might have. I mean,
But you could
I
be
wouldn't
right.
be surprised if your dad was planning to kill Rahayan himself later, and this kind of ruined his plans, and also killed a bunch of civilians with the fear stuff.
You don't get to have as dramatic of a godhood ascension if the man that you were letting be the puppet dies before you get to kill him.
Right. Hmm.
Is that fucked up?
A little bit.
Okay.
We're still talking about Malorus, right? Yeah, of course it is.
Okay. I wanted to make sure it was as fucked up as I thought it was.
Also, if we're all spilling secrets and stuff, I want to really increase the stress load here. I don't know how many of you know, because Mercy has let it slip. I'm immortal now, so I'm never gonna die. That's fun.
In front of Avvarro, you're saying this?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not there.
Okay, like even if you're killed, or
Well, if I'm killed, I die. But if I don't get killed, I don't. It's this
No
forever.
aging.
Forever. Until I die. And, fun fact, I did program in an off switch. So. I just thought I'd share. Everyone else has really cool, like, villain things that they're sharing. And all I have is that my mom's an asshole. So.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I have literally nothing to contribute to this.
Well, your mom's over there. She's causing some sort of problem. Just because she's not magical doesn't mean she doesn't have problem.
Bigger
Maddie,
fish to fry.
I repeat this again. How come you got the good parents and how do you do that?
That's not. Look, man, I didn't ask to be born. I don't know why I'm here in the first place, to be honest. I don't know.
Taking notes. How do you get them? Where'd you
Look,
find them?
I
How do
already
you get
stressed
good
out as
parents?
is. Look, I've already stressed out as is earlier, okay? I don't want to talk about it.
So yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to drop? Any big revelations, or are we gonna get started on these preparations and?
Yeah. Hey, Ro. Can you contact Demos when we get back and ask him to play bodyguard? Noissa?
I can. I was gonna call anyway because, we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, okay. I figured you were calling, but I wanted to check.
Be kind of stupid if I
You
just
will,
didn't.
yeah.
Didn't contact.
I just didn't even try. I was like, nah.
We should
I don't need him.
Titus if he knows.
So wait, let
anything.
me make sure this is straight. You're gonna try and get several dragons on your side.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and see if you can get Elysium to help you. You're gonna see if by some miracle you can get the Fae to help. Mercenaries in Pucricia. Some straggling forces from the Blue Cloaks.
Don't forget the entire new pantheon of gods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
right.
hopefully-
Those new gods are gonna try and drag in here.
No, the old gods are
Hold on.
going to help us. It's just the new gods will facilitate that.
Hold on, Avvo. We didn't drag them in here. Most of them are already here. We're just dragging one in.
Yeah, by the way, there are new gods on this. Yeah.
Yeah, they cracked the sky because they're here. They didn't
try not to
crack
think about
and
it.
fall. They failed. They cracked and fell in.
It'll be
Apparently the
fine,
sun and moon
probably.
gods.
What?
Yeah, apparently the sun and moon gods. I don't know if we only have one sun, don't we?
Yeah.
So if there's more than one sun, we may have a problem. They might fight each other for it, but that's a later problem.
Seems like something they can sort out
I don't
themselves.
I don't think you'll be getting the old gods back anytime soon, but okay.
Okay, because you
Alright.
said that.
Now we have to. All right. Well,
You just threw a gauntlet on the table, Avvarro.
I wasn't invested in this, but now that you think we can't do it,
now we have to try.
Do you think if he reads contracts, he's good at reworking things, correct? Does that mean he could rework the way reality works for the gods?
If the favor's big enough, who knows?
I
Anyway.
say we
I
get
will
our
tell
favor.
you right now, out of character, no. There's a very big difference between contracts and favors. And basically, the gods are not here because, well, reality is not letting them in.
I'll be right back.
I say that for our favor, we just point at all this and we go, fix it. And what's the worst that could happen?
Reality's not letting them in. Do you think we could put a loophole in?
A loophole in reality?
I mean, yeah. Ma'am, that is not a thing to scratch your claws on.
In character in the bar. Stop it!
Jim, what the fuck? You should know better.
But she's clawing the box that has my desktop in it.
He wants to play too. Let me in.
But yeah, there's a lot of people we could potentially get as allies. It's just gonna take us probably a
Take
month.
some
or
convincing and some luck and some time.
probably a couple months.
Maybe less. If we
Maybe
work really
less.
I
fast.
don't, to be honest, I don't think you have
Mm-mm.
any more than the year.
Ah, that's fine.
If you guys haven't managed to finish this up by the end of the year, one of them's gonna do something and we're fucked.
Now the countdown begins.
No, I was always told I worked well under pressure.
Rudy sneezes from very far away.
But I think right now we need to sit and regroup as a group and scheme.
And also bring Barrett home. He's still out there.
Yeah,
He's still crying.
yeah.
Kind of. He stopped for a little bit, but
Well, do you mind if I talk to him a bit later?
Jim is just
Jim, quit hitting him.
I mean, stop!
Hold on, Jim. You're making Ro happy hitting him.
Good job.
stop it. Stop.
okay. So Erudite, you wander off and go to cast the
Dream.
the dream spell.
I cast something to tell them to go to
communicate
sleep.
with Satoshi, and as you do so, you would eventually find Satoshi is there waiting for you in the dreamscape that you set up for each other.
Yeah. It's always the same. It's always the library.
Yes.
Ooh, boy.
What is it?
So, the fear artifact,
Mm.
as we've mentioned, I've mentioned before, is in the hands of someone dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the scope of how dangerous this man is has. He's trying to get the attention of the King in Yellow, which I don't think you. I think you've mentioned before. You don't know what that is.
Don't
We've
know
s-
the name at all.
We've since found out that it is an eldritch being that also sneezes are contagious because I just sneezed like 2 seconds ago.
That's you.
That he's trying to get the attention of this being who will bring upon the apocalypse if he is successful. Essentially. We need help.
Well, all right, that's a problem.
Meeting in Achaeus isn't gonna work. We don't have time for that. Is it possible for all of you to come to our home?
I will bring it up as an option, but there's a pretty fair chance that the rest of my comrades may not be as pleased about the idea of him leaving.
I understand. I understand. You can all come. You're all welcome to. If the situation weren't so dire, I would not be doing this. You must understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But we need help. This could end the world if he is successful, and we don't have a lot of time.
Like I said, I'll do what I can. But we'll see.
It would be easier if I could contact one of the rest of you. No offense to you, but going through someone isn't the best option. I wish I want to relay how bad this situation is, and I'm terrible at it. And I don't know how to relate to you, to relate to them. So, Erudite is going to fully explain the entire situation. Michelle isn't going to, because Michelle is very bad at this. But Erudite is going to explain the entire situation with Malaris, with LaCroix, with the parents, with everything.
It'd be optimal if we can manage to get the artifact of fear away from this Mr. Lacroix that you keep speaking of. But the problem with that is that it's most likely, well, quite attached to him.
Yeah.
It's been waiting a very long time for the right person to come around, and here it is.
Yep.
I don't know.
Relay this to your team.
I'll do what I can, I suppose.
We'll be here for a couple of days, probably. And if you agree, we'll make sure we're here. We'll figure out something. But we're probably gonna go into the Feywild soon, but I don't know how soon. And yeah, just tell us if you can. It would be greatly appreciated. Because we could use all the help we can get.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Whatever you can do is appreciated.
Okay. I don't have very much else to say here, so if you want to end this, that'd be great. And I can just...
No.
I'm going to stay.
stuck
You're
here.
staying here for 8 hours. No, she'll end the dream.
Good luck getting out of this one.
She's like, thank you. I appreciate it. You can go now. And she'll stop the dream.
Okay. So, my head itches. You have done that. Is there anything else you guys wish to do?
Can I just
Yes.
briefly talk to Dea about the information that we got from Amelie, basically? Because I didn't want to discuss it in front of her, so I was like, I just wanted to when we left. I was gonna tell the group about the thing. So so what we gathered about the information. I'm assuming we left Avvarro's office already. So
Throw this on top of his stress load too.
I don't want to.
Also.
No, I don't want to talk about it in front of Avvarro. So what I've been told by my mom that it is probably the source of where the Azadas come from. So for some reason she said I have the option to what's the word? Convert into one?
We could become an actual Azada one day.
No, hold on. So are you just talking about this with Dea, or are you talking about this with the others as well?
No, the others. Like,
okay.
With everyone at the.
Oh, good, because I was gonna say Jill's facial expression in that moment was fucking perfect. Literally, I looked at him and Jill's just like,
I don't.
You don't have to make this decision anytime soon.
I
So I'm
don't
gonna-
know. I hope not. I'm not sure.
I don't know whether this would be better to be an impulse decision of yours or something you think about for a while.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something nerdy. I'm gonna do it. I think that your best option, if you're not sure, is to do some research.
Where's Rudy
And
right now?
Read
She's so
some
proud.
books. And again, I'm not usually the person saying to not make impulse decisions, but this is a big one. Like a real big one.
Yeah. Yeah, my mother didn't really have any memory of the source, so I don't know if there will be any records of it technically.
I mean, if you can find other ASMRs or
Who are
even
in a similar line of work and aren't just,
bakers.
storekeepers, bakers.
I've never seen another ASMR in my lifetime. Okay, there's no way.
I can ask some questions up above and see if any of the stars can give us any hints.
Maybe. I don't know.
We could make this really impulsive and just ask the first Fae we see when we go to the Feywild what you should do. That could be fun. You wouldn't have to make the decision. Or you would get the answer you didn't want, and then you would know your decision.
You could flip a coin. That seems
flip
less
a coin.
dangerous than
I'm not
asking a
gonna-
egg.
I am not gonna flip a coin!
No, so,
That
Maddie,
seemed like the coin flip
no,
decision.
Maddie, I don't mean that literally. I was saying that as I trust a coin flip more than I trust a Fae to make this decision.
I've never met a Fae, so I can't form an opinion based on that.
Rudy's in the middle of casting the dream spell, so she hears none of this, by the way. This is why I'm actively not participating in the conversation. Like, I'm assuming Rudy's in the middle of the dream spell. when
Rudy's
this happened.
Well,
You
if
even
you
make it
want,
to
we
your
can say that
room.
you did this after the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Research is good. I am a big proponent of research.
Take it back. Don't go any research.
Bro,
I
that
don't know,
hurts me.
Is it something that appeals to you? Getting more power and becoming a celestial being?
Maybe?
Wouldn't this increase your lifespan?
It would.
That's
Technically.
I mean,
That's-
probably.
That's something you might want to think about if you'd want that, because sometimes I don't know if it's something you'd necessarily want.
I will say that this is a given. You would know this. Yes, Azada absolutely do have longer lifespans than you would.
Right.
Right. The real question is what are like the changes exactly? Like I'm assuming that when the conversion would be, she would still technically.
You're
she's
still
under-
Maddie.
I know she's Maddie, but I'm saying what would change exactly? in this?
So basically, you would feel the drive to be doing what Azada do essentially, which is kill evil things and root them out, you'd be doing what your mother did when she got caught.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you would be strong, and we're already kind of doing that. But
But
You
Down the
wouldn't have a
road.
choice more than anything else. You would constantly feel the call. I think you've even said your mom still feels the need sometimes to go. You probably wouldn't get a choice to settle down. At least not for long.
I'll also point out, your mother pointed out that she hasn't heard of anybody being that linked to the source, so she doesn't know how different you would be. Because most Azada are only slightly linked to it. You would be basically connected to it.
the fuck? What?
It means
What?
that you may not feel the urge to settle down at all.
settle down.
Like, relax
Yep. You
and
might just be
retire.
you might just constantly be on the job.
You wouldn't be able to decide, I want to set roots. I know I've mentioned this before, but Azada are somewhat related to Desna, who is the goddess of travel. One of the tenets of my oath was essentially that I don't get to settle down. I can for a time, a couple months at a time, like we do here, but at the end of the day, I'm on the road for probably as long as I want to be a paladin. I imagine it would be the same for you if you decided to take that step.
I need a.
You don't have to make the decision right now. Take time.
And we would never push you towards something. Like, because on one hand, you have some people who would be like, oh, the power. We need the power to do what we need to do. We need this power. We're strong enough. Don't worry about it.
You need to decide what's best for you, Maddie. No one else decides. And
At
no one's
the-
going to pressure you either way.
At the end of the day, once we've saved the world, no if, when, do you want to stop? That is what you need to think about in the coming months. Are you okay with stopping?
I think she's gonna leave the room because I think she's kind of a tad emotional a little bit. Just gonna go outside and pet a couple of sheep.
Comfort sheep.
I mean, she can polymorph into a sheep if she chooses.
I think she's gonna do.
I
she
did
wants
not
to be
prepare.
No,
for
she's
the-
gonna-
Prepare the
no,
sheep
she's-
icon now.
No, she's gonna. It's okay. She's gonna polymorph to be a little stupid for today. I don't think she wants to think about this
Got
right
enough
now.
thinking.
In that case,
I'm gonna go be stupid.
You guys are all having a conversation in the living room, and as you're doing so, you look out the window and you see this kind of yellowish sheep just kind of start running past. Just
Brain off time.
We should leave be for a
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Alright.
I spoke with Satoshi. He said he'd talk to this group. I don't know what
Excuse
I don't know what he'd say in return. I don't know what they'll do in return, but he said he'd talk with them. Because I don't think we're gonna have time to go over to them.
Probably not.
So I told him that they were welcome here, and I'll just make sure that Haru doesn't do the thing that day if they come here. They can just teleport directly here.
Isn't Forbidden's permanent?
No,
Here
it's only
now?
we've never been
Or-
we've never been here 30 days to have it be permanent. We've never had the broken.
Okay.
which is
We-
good in one way and bad in another.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's good in one,
um,
bad in another, but I'll just
Yeah,
if-
how long would it take to go see them if we were back in Acneus?
like
Like,
literally
Did we have a time span?
they would come to us. Like if we told them they were ready, they would come to us. but
And it would take like what?
We don't
like
know.
a couple of weeks.
I don't think it would take a couple weeks because they would teleport. I think they would teleport us. I think is what he
Well,
said.
I would imagine if they told us to go to Cremona, it's because Cremona is the closest like port. One would think. So
Right.
ideally, it would be like a short sail away.
I mean, but I do know they can teleport because someone has teleported to us before. That's the thing.
If they can teleport.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean now. I was just like, if you're implying they teleport us there, then they could have done that from anywhere, but no, that's not what you're saying.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I relayed how desperate the situation is, so we'll see.
I mean, also, if we somehow get the fear artifact before they meet us, we can just go take it to them, and two
I
birds
don't
one
think
stone.
that's going to happen because if
Probably not, but it could.
it could.
I'm just putting it out there.
Going to be we'd have to kill him.
Oh no. Gail's gonna be
know.
so upset.
know.
We have to kill him.
I'm heartbroken.
It's not like Gail, I think, has done nothing but think of revenge every time he sharpens his weapons.
I know.
Not like Ro hasn't thought about shooting him in the head.
Listen, it's not often that people almost kill me with a Mothman Garrot Man. It tends to stick with you.
Garoth man.
Garrot Man.
I'm pretty sure those two. And how wonderful is it that your mother worked with the man that almost killed you?
Again, two birds, one stone. Take them out. Be fine.
You think you could actually get one shot on both of them?
It would take a lot of chance and a lot of lining things up. Maybe.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. She's pawing at my leg. You stop that. It tickles when you do that. But guess we'll have to wait and see a bit. Also,
Sorry,
tomorrow, Warridge?
Yeah, that
sorry,
sounds like a good idea.
I was about to
What
say,
were you
I know
saying, Ro?
Jill, before we had the Maddie conversation, was raising.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, Rose gonna stand up and go, well, if everyone's done telling more secrets, I need to contact a dragon real quick. Just to gauge where we're at. And also, this is canon, and no one can ever tell me differently. The way Ro contacts Demos is poking Marigold's old belly. Very lightly. It's not violent. It's just a little beep, boop, boop, boop.
You reach out to Deimos using Marigold. I will not crush your thoughts on canon or not, because I do love that idea. And you hear the voice of Deimos go, Ro. What is it?
Okay, now, do you want the good or the bad first?
I'm not too sure which would be the best thing to hear. Tell me whichever one you feel like would be best.
Okay, we'll go good first, bad second. It's longer. Good. I got you a little gift in Arcaneus. It's a very cute little thing. It's a gift. But the bad, world-ending war stuff is happening. It's in the motions, and I wanted to gauge where you would be if we asked for your help.
Huh. Well, to be honest, war wasn't really one of my first thoughts as to what I'd have to do.
It's like all of our bad parents are working with all of our enemies over in Pucricia, and it's all kind of just popping off simultaneously, and we're trying to gather as many
I'll certainly do what I can to help you. But I don't know. I think I'd have to properly understand the gravity of the situation to want to fight in a war. Not necessarily my forte.
That's fair. If it wasn't directly affecting me, I would probably be on the same page. But yeah, so if you ever wanted to like swing, I have a little, it's a little trinket, but I picked it up, and it's no big deal if you wanted to come pick it up or anything.
It's very nice of you. I think I'll pop by to pick it up at some point.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll update you on the war whenever we get more updates, but it's not looking great. It's looking like I said, apocalypse world ending, like summoning old gods, summoning new gods, summoning kings and yellows who are going to destroy the world, and casual Fortune's Blade stuff.
That could be a problem. I believe I'll pop by at some point.
Okay, well we're in Srecane now, but in the next few days we're going to be heading to War Ridge because we have to drop off a package. Very sad, depressed package.
All right then.
Ooh.
Thank you for telling me.
Not a problem.
And you just fold Marigold over.
Yeah.
No, it's very
No,
gentle.
you just her mouth.
Yeah, you just close your mouth.
She's a baby.
Yeah. So, it sounds like Demos will be arriving at some point. You guys now have several things on your plate as to how to, well, deal with these situations. First on the list, you guys have to communicate with the curator, the person in charge of all of the artifacts.
Oh God.
You
Okay.
have to find a way to stop Malorus. You have to find a way to stop Mr. Lacroix. You're aware of the fact that if you go after one, there's a pretty good chance the other's going to do something else while you are looking away. And yeah. I'm interested in seeing what you guys are going to do. Anything else you guys would like to do before we end the session? No? Well, if that is the case, thank you everybody for being present for the stream. Thank you to the folks who are lurking. Thank you to the folks who are present in chat. We enjoy having you guys here. Thank you very much. If you're interested in what we do, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us, join into our Discord, and give us game recommendations. Tell us stuff that you want to do, and we'll be sure to try to listen. On Tuesdays, we play a little group game. Wednesdays, I play horror games. And on Fridays, it's either Monster of the Week or some other group-related activity. But with that said, thank you to all of my players. And if you guys would all be so kind, please say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Green.